listening to M.T.V.B. Podcast. Movies, TV, video and board games. This show may contain swearing.
And welcome to a brand new episode of the M.T.V.B. podcast, the podcast that talks about movies, TV shows, video games and board games. And we did it, guys. We made it. Season 2. Just want to say before we start the episode that a big thank you to all of you that have listened. Your support has been incredible in these hard times that we're living in right now, and I just simply can't thank you enough. Also, a big thank you to everyone that has been part of the M.T.V.B. podcast episodes, coming along, sharing your experiences and telling us your top fives. You guys have been the best bunch of friends a guy could ever ask for. Simply, thank you. You have been incredible. Each and every one of you could have just said no, but no, you came along and you helped out. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you're not here in person for the M.T.V.B. podcast, I just want to hope you're listening right now just to let you know that your help has not gone unappreciated. And just simply, again, thank you very much. So this episode is going to be about online multiplayer games, and I'm joined by a bunch of guys that love to talk about video games. Guys, introduce yourself around the table, please.
Hi guys, it's me, Gal, again.
Hey, it's me again, Season 2, Pharma Sutra.
Hey guys, it's Kurd here again.
Guys, welcome
Hey,
welcome back. We did it, Season 2.
I have to say, I was really touched. But that was
we
were in tears.
Thanks, man.
You bunch of lion bugs. But no, thank you. I mean, not just yourselves, everyone else that's been on the show, friends, family, everyone that's listened. We'll be literally over 1,000 listens by now. So,
wow.
Oh my God. Here we are, episode 21. Who'd have thought we'd ever get this far? I thought we'd have, maybe 10 episodes, 10 listens, that's it.
I still remember the first episode.
And I was going to be like, no, do you know what? No, I don't want to do this anymore. And now I'm like, shit, I've got to come up with more content now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That's the fun bit.
This is it, yeah. I've got to come up with new stuff now. Stuff. Wow. Right, so online games, obviously you guys have played them. You've been through it, whatnot. You've all had your fair share of them. So what's... Hang on, I'm going through my lines here.
Online games. I love online games.
So tell us your history about it. What was... and obviously go into about the one game that obviously made you buy a Xbox Live or a PS Now subscription.
To be honest, Xbox was my first online experience.
Really? What, the 360 or the original?
The original Xbox.
360, wasn't it?
I
don't think we...
I can answer that.
I think
it was the 360.
But then
I think it's the original.
The actual...
Yeah, the big bulky...
But if you think about it, we did go way back before that, and we did touch up on a bit of Unreal Tournament on PC days.
On the PC, yeah, you're right. Actually,
yes.
Okay,
it still counts up for it.
You caught me out. Yeah, you caught me out.
On the what?
Oh my God.
On the PC.
First one of the season. And John wasn't here for it. What a loser.
I think... Well, like I was saying, I think Unreal Tournament was one of my initial first ones. There was actually another PC game that I don't think it came as big as Unreal did, but it was a game that I played with my brother and your brother as well.
Serious?
Rahul. We ended up, because we couldn't get on our own PC, is actually a first-person shooter called, I think it's called Warrock. And they had it in the internet cafe. So every week we would end up going to the internet cafe playing.
Was it a rip-off of
Internet Cafe?
World of War? Is that what you said?
No. It's a first-person shooter game called Warrock or something like that.
It was not Counter-Strike.
No, it definitely was, because you get to upgrade your guns and whatnot.
Oh no, Counter-Strike.
This game was good. Different. I'm surprised it didn't get far into I'm surprised they didn't port it to a console.
Wow.
Would love to see that.
Well, Warlock.
Wow.
Warrock, I believe that was the name. Yeah, Warrock.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess back then, that was even
That's
before broadband, wasn't it? So you
Yeah.
had to go to an internet cafe to play that kind of game. That, I mean, that's
Intel. What?
Say
There was
what?
another like
Was that dial-up days?
Yeah.
there was the only like time I had to go to like our internet cafe.
The internet cafe, our local internet cafe.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a
Anyway,
story.
I'm not going to go into that story. Leave it. But yeah, our local one at the time had. I think it just recently opened up, and we went there. And the only one I remember playing was this weird Pokemon game, like online Pokemon game.
Oh, yeah.
Can we just ever get through one episode without anything manga, anything Pokemon?
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have to ban you at some point here.
The premise of that was an online game. So
Yeah, no, but it was really cool. It was really
Yeah.
cool because it's not your traditional game. It has this like square grid, and you can go around and you can catch all the like Pokemon from all the like recent like previous games,
I remember
and you can
this,
get all the legends. It was pretty cool, and I was like,
Yeah.
God, Mom, give me £1. I'm gonna go to internet. Obviously, I didn't have a PC at the time. But.
£1 for 60 minutes of amazing.
Yeah, man, that's
content,
yeah.
you know.
Do they exist
Yeah.
now? Internet
You
cafes?
know what? I haven't seen one in ages.
I have actually seen one. They just, for people who don't have a printer at home, they just print stuff off the internet. But yeah, that's
but they're more
the
like
one.
they sell
Yeah,
your.
my local sweet shop prints now. It's like so this day I used to go in and like, get like my little Tempe bag thing, and now it prints out stuff. Now I was like, what a world we live in, eh?
Exactly. But funny you say that. Internet cafes have evolved. I mean, okay, online gaming. I mean, look at the PC bangs in Korea, right? I mean, that's people just go there and they play online games like Dota 2 and League of Legends and stuff like that. So that's, that's taken on a whole form. It's like you can press a button and you'll get like a waitress will come and deliver you food and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, there's...
Could you imagine if she feeds you whilst you play as well? So that's a chicken wing right there, baby.
My wife does that.
The sad thing is, I can actually imagine her doing that. That's why it's funny.
I love you, my wife.
One of the perks of being married.
Does she ever listen?
No, I don't think she does. Well, I hope she does.
Do you stop her? Would you stop her?
I will.
I thought you would. Mine. I can't really say what mine is because it's in my top 5. So we'll probably come to that later. But
Nice.
yeah, again, it was the original Xbox that got me into the online subscription and online gaming. One specific game, and then obviously it grew on to the 360. But again, we'll go to that later. Spoiler.
I also remember. I think if you remember, Kedge, obviously it was PC as you said, but one of the earliest sort of MMOs I really enjoyed was. Do you remember Fantasy Star Online?
Fantasy Star.
Yeah. The thing is, I can't. It was out at the time. It came out in 2000. Came out on the Dreamcast. I never owned a Dreamcast.
Came out on
It came
PlayStation as well, didn't it?
I'm not sure. It was
So the original Fantasy Star came out on the Mega Drive.
no. There was another
wow.
online.
Yeah, and the online one was on the Dreamcast because
Yeah.
remember you had to buy the keyboard
Yeah.
and mouse for it.
See, I'm sure it was the
Big
Xbox,
Dreamcast fan, by the way.
and this was also out on the GameCube, but I can't remember.
It might have been a GameCube where we played it on. Because it was like 2. You get to play 4 players, up to 4 players on there, wasn't it?
Was
Was it
because we
online,
didn't
though?
technically, we did kind of play online, but we sort of like co-opted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool though, man. It was
Yeah.
like
Co-op to it's your turn. Get up, I got the chance, my turn.
no, like you could literally like just
Yeah,
like,
no. Yeah, I was just checking it.
It was really cool,
Yeah,
man.
that
I love the designs.
Man, I can't believe
They've got the
completely
new
forgot
one.
about that game.
Yeah, it's really good as well.
It's amazing.
But yeah, sorry.
That's right. So some of the obviously online gaming gives you a wide range of different modes you can play. Do you guys have a particular favorite, like King of the Hill or Capture the Flag, for example, Team Deathmatch?
Oh, nice. Yeah, mine is. I do like Capture the Flag. I like.
I really do actually.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that bad.
I know it's kind of like underrated because it's the idea that you're working as a team and then one of you gets the flag and you got to protect this guy as you're carrying the flag. It's actually. Wow, it's actually really awesome. Come to think of it, isn't it? It's like
you simply have to cover the guy,
right.
whilst he tries and sneaks around the edge of the map or
Exactly.
something, or try and goes under the bridge.
Under the bridge or something, yeah.
Whilst
Or
you guys are fighting, and you can just see this little
Diversion.
flag pop out the side.
Get him, there it is, yeah.
No, I think Capture the Flag is good, but
Yes.
it can get frustrating when like one of the teammates maybe not
Not so
focusing on
good.
actually helping you. Yeah,
Like
I would
me.
say, yeah.
I see you looking at me.
No. Yeah, as in like they'll just go out for kills and not really, focus on escorting the guy back over to your own base, and it's just like, it's just, that kind of kills it for me.
Like even with the new like Call of Duty games and stuff, there's one that's called Kill Confirm. So the mechanics, they probably have this in different games, is when you kill someone, they drop something, and so you get like XP for killing them, but then you collect like XP from them dying as well. It's almost like their gravestone or whatever of where they were. So that's probably my favorite. I mean, if you're into like XPing, like on online games, that's
mine is I'll prefer team deathmatch. I really enjoy that.
Standard team deathmatch.
It's standard. I think just
an extra part to the question to you, Coach, being a Destiny fan, would you consider something like the Raid or Leviathans being a game mode?
Oh,
that's.
And what, as in a typical?
Like a like PV. Gears has Horde, Destiny has Raids.
Yeah,
would you consider that a mode?
I would. Yeah, technically, yeah, it would be classed as a mode, but it's
because they've done a Gambit mode now or something.
Oh, on the later DLCs, but maybe they'd have. But with the Raid, I would say you wouldn't class it as a game mode per se, because it's more of a skill check.
Okay.
Yeah, because obviously you got different phases of the boss, and each phase requires different skills. Requires you different objectives to do, and it's not.
It's a mix of everything.
It's kind of hard to explain that. I mean, class that as
is it an XP
mode.
Gainer again?
It would be an XP gainer. Yeah.
I thought that's just part of the online story. Isn't that what the Raid is?
It's more of. You can grind.
It's an event, isn't it? I thought.
Yeah.
It's like a dungeon, so you can keep doing it again and again. It's mainly just to get better loot.
Yeah.
So obviously, the more loot you get from that difficulty, it will help you progress through the the harder difficulties. Obviously, I think it's like Mythic now is the hardest or whatever it is. But yeah, no, I don't think it's a game.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask because curious to your opinion on it.
Sounds very similar to the new mode in Gears. What's that 3-player mode?
Hive mode.
Hive mode. Yeah, so you just like a dungeon almost, and then you have to work through it. But then you have to escape, not essentially. I'll class that more as a game mode. Okay, so okay.
Yeah, it's weird, but I would. Yeah, it's like because I've played a lot of World of Warcraft as well, and they have a lot of raids.
Okay.
It's more of an addition to the game rather than
an actual mode.
An actual mode. Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
PC out here.
Yeah.
But there's like so many modes now.
I was literally just going to say that. There's so many.
The Fortnite completely changed the whole sort of online sort of
with the battle royale.
It could be PUBG. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not into all this.
See, that's interesting. Would you class that as like almost a new genre or game?
Well, I was going to come to that later.
Oh, you can say that. Okay,
stop right there. We're going to come to that in a minute.
Sorry, I jumped the gun.
But I'm not much of an online gamer now as I used to be, but the mode is the reason why I would play that game, for example.
Yeah.
Like you just said, Big G, there's so many games that offer you something new now. It's like, which one do you want to go for? Which one tickles your fancy? Just curious as to what your favourite mode was. I mean, everyone knows Horde mode is my favourite. But then when Gears 3 did Beast mode, which was basically Horde mode reversed, you played as the bad guys instead of the good guys. But unfortunately, it was only 10 waves, not 50, which was annoying. So
I think they were trying to try it out.
Yeah, it felt like a beta at the end of the day. But
early question, I should have said Horde, but I don't. Yeah, I just went for like old school. I don't know, sort of
Horde mode all the way.
All the way.
Or as Halo calls it, Forge mode. I think it's called Forge on Halo. Yeah.
I always thought that was like a map creation mode.
No, it's actually at least Horde for
really.
Yeah, for Halo. I think Reach was the first one to do it. Actually,
I know Halo 5 recently when we were playing it, me and Gowdy were actually doing it, and it's the name of it. It's they have like mythic legendaries, and it's like a big group of 24 people, and 24 versus 24. You remember playing it, and then you got these objectives to do. Obviously, I think the sole objective is capture the flag, but every now and then you will get the occasional Covenant enemy.
Comes the northerner side of it, guys.
The Covenant enemies coming out, and you obviously got the Forerunners that all invade, and if you kill them, you get more points and whatnot. So it's essentially Horde mode intertwined with like capture the flag.
Thing is,
man?
Yeah.
about this mode, and like you said, we didn't know about it.
Well, Forge mode.
Yeah,
No,
Forge mode.
it's not called Forge mode. I forgot the name.
It was then, but obviously 5 the latest has changed it up, haven't they?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
which sounds pretty good. Horde versus meets with
We
capture
did
flag.
that
That's
properly.
really.
Yeah, it's good. Like when we played it,
That sounds difficult, to be honest.
Oh, it's fun. Because you get these cards as well, requisition cards
That's
that
it,
you actually earn, and as the match progresses, you earn these star points, which correlate to the
You
actual
unlock
card
them
on
in
the
the game.
stars on the card, and you actually use it. So you can actually bring out a ghost or a wraith, or I think they call it the spectre,
That's it.
Oh,
pelicans
yeah.
and whatnot. You can actually drive them
It's just like
mid game.
perks. Like,
Yeah.
you just throw them in.
It's
That's
good.
cool.
It's a good
Yeah.
take on it.
It's really good, yeah.
And
That's
you know, this is like 4 years after the game.
Yeah,
right,
it was-
where we found out about this.
And
We would have rinsed
that's the thing,
this.
and quite a lot of people still playing it. That's the thing. 4 years after.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that even with
Guess what we're playing after the episode.
Uh,
So, have you guys ever been addicted to an online multiplayer? And when I say addicted, it's literally stopped you playing other games because you're so into Call of Duty, Battlefield, whatever it is you've been
Oh,
playing
yeah.
that's ever done that.
yes, definitely.
I'll go first.
Go on, Gal.
I'm actually rubbish at online, so
Amen to that.
I tried to go like do my best, but some guys are just too good, and I just get frustrated. I'm like, oh man, this ain't for me, and then I stick to like story mode or something. But the game that I have been addicted to, but I'm not gonna say because it's my top 5, and it's not more so like the mode that we were talking about just a while ago. Not to the extent of like, oh my god, I need to keep like playing this, but I was like kind of hooked. I was like, I couldn't get enough of it. But I
Was
don't
it like a first-person shooter or is it a racing game?
Are you going to tell us what game it was?
no.
It's going to probably be like a Pokemon thing. Oh, you keep stealing my Pokemon. Fuck this. I'm not doing it anymore.
No, it's not. It's not. It's a really cool game, and it's
What
quite
Pokemon is
recent.
it?
It's big.
Yeah.
Is it Pokemon? Go on.
No, it's not.
Go on, please
It
tell
would have
me.
been badass if they did Pokemon like
It's Pokemon, isn't
Or
it?
like a Pokemon
like
Horde
a
mode.
horde mode. Oh, is that for me?
Oh yeah,
You should actually get one like who? Pikachu.
I like that. I like that.
Who's that Pokemon?
Saying that, would you? I mean, it is technically Pokemon Go counts as an online game.
No. Let's get away from
Yeah.
Pokemon, right? I want to know. I want to know what this game is.
Gordon,
No,
spill the
Why?
beans.
Come on.
Does it begin
it's
with
on
a
my
C?
top 5.
Oh, is it your top? Right. Okay. Well,
okay.
nice save, by the way.
But yeah, you've played it with me, and it's quite recent.
Very cool. What about you? Have you been addicted to any online gaming?
My goodness, yeah. I mean, again, a game in my top 5, but it's a series of games, and yeah, you probably know what it is. But I probably speak about like all kind of first-person shooter multiplayers, especially when it has that kind of leveling up. There's times when I come home like from work or going out to see my friends, and I have to devote like an hour
So
or
you
2 hours. So it's a
prestige.
serious, like literally like 2 hours. Like I have to do it. It's like an addiction. Like I have to come home and play 2 hours and try and get to the next level. And yeah, prestige maybe.
So like
And
as an
like,
online like Call of Duty sort of type game.
kind of. Yeah,
Okay. Oh,
you know,
not like a
so-
progressive.
Without saying your top 5.
No, without saying what it fits in my.
because you're more so like the Call of Duty online sort of type of play, aren't you? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
I
do
can
that.
imagine
I
John's
can't do
listening to this going, "Yes, it's not just me." You know,
He's
it's
waiting there
like-
with a notepad. How many times
John's
to say
listening to the
it?
episode going, he's going to say division any second now.
Yeah.
I spent 1,500 hours on
was
it.
it
I got my £40 worth. Sorry, John, love you, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, what
That's what it's
loser.
like. It's something about, like coming back and having to play that and just wanting to try and get to the max level. And just, it did become an addiction because it came to a point when even in my sleep, I would see like, just like the XP, 100 XP.
Like
appearing.
Little G
And I
dream
thought,
about it.
Basically. The little G's.
Yeah.
I had a little G moment. Yeah. But then it got to the point where I was just like, then after a while, I was like, I can't be doing this. I need to like do something else. There's all these games that I'm missing out on playing,
Like-
and that's what this online game did. And like, I
I've-
think
I've-
a lot of people have experienced that.
I've changed sort of like in a way like I make sure I spend like a good
Yeah.
a month on it and then
Yeah.
or 2 like and just solely focus on that game, complete it.
Yeah.
Like
And
I,
then
and
move
then, like again, like I said, like I like miss online aspects because I'm crap at it. Like
Yeah.
so-
Sure.
but I do give it a try, and some of them are really good. Like
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, so-
and you won't know until you play
Yeah,
it
exactly,
and
yeah.
experience it and stuff, isn't it? Yeah. But that's the thing. It can get really addictive. I mean, I've heard stories where in Korea, where people have literally left their children unfed for like 2 days because they've been playing Dota 2. Do you remember that? That was like on BBC or something like that. And I was like, that's how serious this addiction
That's some
can
esports
get.
shit, that is.
Yes.
Well, that's Big G's wife feeding him. What about you, Kurj? Any ones you've been addicted to?
Quite a few on my
Anything
list.
that's preferably not on your list?
Back to my school days, it's got to be the first Modern Warfare.
Oh.
The first ever?
First.
Well, Call of Duty 4, was it?
Call of Duty 4, the one with the green cover.
Yeah, that's the one.
So that one, I just come back from school, just play it non-stop up until like 9 o'clock in the evening. Obviously, had a break here and there, but
is that the one with the Prestige?
Yeah, that's when the first time.
How many times did you Prestige?
Was it 10?
I think you were like, I think you
can make it at the max.
10.
Yeah.
It was. I watch these guys do it, and I'm like, I haven't even prestiged once.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm rubbish.
You got to put the time and effort into it. Right?
I'm going to blame you guys because you guys.
Why?
You got to go Dark Souls and get good.
I am good. That's one thing I'm good at.
All right.
I know one's going to take that one, but I'm going to blame you guys, you and Gaudi, because you guys just like bombard it, and I'll be looking at them like, these guys are too good. I'm not going to. That's why I don't do
You should
online.
look past that and just tried your best.
That's why I don't do online games.
You're going to blame me, all right? The one you on this episode.
Guys. You're getting competitive now. You're not even playing the game. Anyway, Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, man. It's just the whole idea of just, what was it? Unlocking each skin, getting more skins for each of your weapons. And obviously, I think you need to get a certain amount of headshots with the weapon to obviously unlock the golden weapon skin. And that was everybody's fascination with the game, it's
just to show off at the
end of the day. As it is with Fortnite,
which one was the one that to bring out the kill cams? That was always badass.
I think that was from
that later on or the
kill cams?
Black Ops, I think.
Where at the end of the thing you see the kill cam.
I think it might have been Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, was it number 2?
Yeah, they used to be like really bad. Like,
I might be wrong, but
some guy would throw a knife like really high and then you just kill him.
Some amazing kills.
Some really badass ones.
Check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, but I think they took that out in the later newer ones.
Oh, was it? I don't know. I thought it was the early ones.
But yeah, for me, it's Call of Duty. That was one.
I don't know, because I'm always intrigued to see who got me. And I'll be like, if you show the kill cam, it's like, that's how we done it.
And then he'd be there teabagging you.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as the kill cam's done, you see him still teabagging.
I got teabagged so bad. So
yeah, you did.
That's standard, man. That happens in every game.
Yeah,
exactly. Gonna get to you.
It sucks, man.
Yeah.
So mine I can't really go into because it's my number one. But I will tell you a quick story. Is that one of my ex supervisors where I work was very, very competitive when it comes to online. Literally bought one game a year, and that would always be the recent Call of Duty. He'd always save up for the year, buy the collector's edition, what it was, and he would play that game, just that one game, till the next Call of Duty came out, and that's all he would play.
Oh, did you say your supervisor?
Our supervisor, should I say? You know what I'm talking about. But I think that is some next level, not just addiction, that's just like commitment. Like, I won't play anything else other than this game. That's how much I love the online.
And he'll talk about all the DLCs and the maps.
Yeah, and he'll talk about how he prestiged in a day because he took a week off and stuff just to play it.
Yeah, he'll take days off just to play this game, man.
Serious? Wow. Has he played any other games?
No.
He's literally just played that.
Probably FIFA, but I'm not 100% sure.
No. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no. He's always talked about Call of Duty. Actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Just literally, Call of Duty is the only thing he plays, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, my God, you're missing out on so much.
Yeah.
That's the thing I regret now because there's so many games that came out during that time, and I just flew past it because I wasn't interested at all.
Similar. Little G was going through a phase of this is like when he got into World of Warcraft.
Oh wow.
He was just. Like,
I swear I didn't see him
you remember?
out of the room, man.
Yeah, he was just there glued to the PC, like really.
I'm like an Eric Cartman sort of thing.
No,
really bad.
He put consoles away. He was just like, I think
you're like going there just to open the blinds, like.
I think he was contemplating buying characters online, like the actual characters.
He wasn't going to grind it.
Yeah.
What an arsehole.
He's
going to pay to win.
He did play shitload, but I think because there's like again, there's other modes, like obviously not just the World of Warcraft. There's like PvP,
and
so you
PvE.
needed like different sort of characters, and I remember
what does that stand for?
Player
versus player.
Just for the people that don't know what that means.
And then, so he had to perfect his sort of class. So he became a healer. I still remember this. He called his like character called
Yuna.
and he was always selected because he was a healer, and everyone needed a healer. He was quite sick.
He actually ended up joining a high-end guild.
Yeah, he was.
And
the guilds were run like proper by these guys, and they were like messaging weekly. It was.
Do you know how he actually got into there? You have to actually write an application to them on the website. To get inside and like explain why you want to get in, like, as if you went for a job interview.
Too much of an effort, man. Yeah. Not only are you paying a subscription, I've now got to apply for my character. What bullshit!
For an interview,
dude,
like.
it was deep, and he was in there, man, for a year, I reckon. And
they're longer than that.
Is it longer? And I swear you were in there as well.
I wasn't as deep as he was, but I enjoyed it as much as he did.
I'm glad he's not here because fuck, man, he was.
But sometimes he actually contemplates going back to that game because that's how much
I had to hide
it
in a game boxer just in case he gets a little,
Yeah.
You know what? I might jump into World of Warcraft.
See, World of Warcraft is always. I've never played it, but it's something I've always wanted to do. But again, it's the fear of everything else being missed.
Yeah.
Then just sticking to one of these because my number one is the one I played for nearly 2 years, and I missed shitloads stuff. And I really regret it. I mean, do I regret it? No. Maybe not so much. I don't know. But I do regret missing out on loads of stuff, which I had to catch up on later, which is a bit annoying. But, that's the addiction side to it.
But,
this is it.
World of Warcraft,
got my money's worth.
It's like it just continues. It's just more and more and more.
Yeah, it doesn't stop, does it? It's like a bottomless drink that you buy.
I tried it, and then I was just like, I was like level 20, I remember. And then I'm like, and then these guys are all like doing, and I saw these other guys with like these massive armors, and they're level 100, and I'm like,
God, it puts you off.
I'm not going to do this. Should I just buy a character? No, it wasn't for me, man. It was a cool. I remember before I had the PC, I was looking at the box and looking at the boxer and the cases, and I was like, oh my god, this is really cool. Like, I can get into it.
Yeah.
But by the time I did, it was just too late because it's moved on.
And there's so many DLCs now.
Yeah,
expansions
it's just like,
and
you know what?
It's ridiculous.
It's not for me. So.
Yeah. Have you ever played World of Warcraft, Dan? Yourself?
I reckon John has.
I did just say I wanted to, but I never could. I would just be worried I'd be missing out on stuff like my kid's first word or something.
Oh, yeah.
Just like, Daddy, get the fuck out!
I'm joining this guild.
That's it. I'm trying to join a guild. Let me just send the application, fuck's sake. But no, I always wanted to. I mean, it does look fantastic, and I've got nothing against World of Warcraft, but I just don't have the time for it at the end of the day. There was like an online version of what is it called now? Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh,
it was basically World of Warcraft mode. It had a subscription and everything, and it looked phenomenal. It looked fantastic, and again, just never would have the time to play it. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It just takes too much of your time.
I appreciate like stuff like this is out there because
exactly.
You never know. It could be a time. You know what? I want to give it a go. So
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. You get your money's worth out of it. Absolutely.
You reckon John will get his money?
The thing with John is that it would be his second life. So he would like create a character of him in it, but then create another character of him to create that character, get that character into a guild. Bless him. We love you, John.
But I was just going back, just quick touch up. Blizzard do amazing job. Their CGIs are amazing.
Blizzard,
they're balancing the way they balance the classes is just phenomenal in all their games.
They are really good. I got to rate them for that.
Definitely.
But,
Yes.
Yeah, so next question. Nice. So obviously over the years, online multiplayer has changed a lot. We now have games like Destiny, for example, whereas recently we also have the new Avengers game, which requires online only. Yes. How do you guys feel about games like this?
Where it's online only, right? Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Division. Which is another one that requires to be online only.
Yeah.
Hang on, I hated that. The recent Avengers game is online only. I didn't know that. So how does that work?
Well, you can do the campaign,
right?
But it will be online only because you can get friends, family in on the campaign.
So technically, you can play as the whole Thor and thing and just go around.
And someone else can join in your game and play as Thor, whatever.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
See,
is it? Yeah.
Like, I like that, but
or Anthem, for example.
I like that, but I always like the option of having co-op play. Because I live most of the time I'm with my brothers, and I always, if there's a game, there's co-op, we're always like, you want to play together.
Yeah.
There's always like
It gives you the option.
I know now, obviously nowadays you can do online, but I always like to have a little, have co-op at the same time. But
yeah, it's kind of it's sometimes where you want to play a game by yourself and you want to immerse your experience with these like AI characters. You don't want someone to influence your ability, because sometimes I'm playing a game. Like, and then I'm doing my mission and another guy comes in and he's like, oh, and he asks you and he's like, oh, do you want to come with me? And you're like, you get sidetracked and you initially wanted to do that. Yeah. And it's kind of like, sometimes you just, I wish this was just,
I don't mind the aspect if they help you out, but if it comes to something like Dark Souls and then you get invaded and they try and beat the shit out of you, I'm just like, dude, I'm trying to play my game, man.
Like, fuck off.
Why are you getting involved? Why are you invading my space?
Well, then again, they have the option to disable the network connection.
Oh, do they?
I'm saying you have to have online.
Yeah.
No. I was just referring to Dark Souls. But there's something like Destiny. Like, I like playing Destiny, but when it comes to like campaign only, I feel like, me personally, I just want to play that on my own.
Yeah.
If I want to do multiplayer Destiny, I will do multiplayer Destiny.
Of course.
I would do raids, Leviathans, Gambit mode, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like the campaign itself would need that incorporated.
Yeah.
Like Avengers, if I'm going around smashing people like the Hulk, I don't really want anyone jumping in, being Iron Man and whatnot.
Exactly, yeah. You want to kind of make your own story.
I need to have a look at it because that's new.
Did you seriously not know that?
I didn't know that. That's
why it's getting a lot of bad reviews, dude.
Is it getting bad?
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
It does look amazing, but even when it first announced, I was like, I'm not too sure about this.
Yeah, no, you can't.
But they're saying the campaign's good, but the missions after that are all like Destiny. You have to do it online and you have to do it with other people, and it is quite a grind to just unlock cosmetics.
Why repetitive?
Wow. Yeah.
Unless it's done properly, like you can have that call.
But I believe it will be getting more updates like Destiny, adding more stuff as it goes. It's only just come out at the end of the day, so it's been it's too early words. But yeah,
well, that's how the DC online game MMO was, wasn't it? It was a bit. At first, it wasn't receiving the best of reviews, wasn't it? The PC was it on PC?
DC Universe.
Yeah, DC Universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that was free though. I'm having to pay for Avengers.
The other annoying thing is, because I know this is a lot with the PlayStation Network. I know Xbox is because they've got dedicated servers, so you don't really experience this. But the amount of piss me off when there's a shortage, like a network shortage or something, and then you're logged out, you can't get into the game, and you're like, you just wish there's a game that you wanted to play, and then you go online.
I know exactly how you just come back from work and you've been looking forward to play this game.
I can't wait to
log
play
on
it,
and you're like,
shit, the servers are down. And you go on Google and it's like maintenance, like it's been 6 hours. We're still working on it, and it's like,
and it's so annoying and it's actually an online game as well.
Exactly. So to your question, and that's exactly, if that was just an online game, it would be so annoying.
That's the downside, isn't it?
And then maybe you won't have that time till the next day. By that point, you're probably busy doing other things.
The only benefit, one of the main benefits I see, if it was an online only game, is if the person was to come and help you. And I know we had that in Diablo 3 when we were playing it. This guy was like, we were like 100 as it is, and this guy came and he was like level 455, barbarian, big axe and whatnot.
I remember you guys were annoyed with me. These guys, we were doing it together, and then this obviously, and I played it without them once, and this other guy was like level 300, blah, I don't know. And we were just doing this raid, and we were like, I was like, oh my god, we're going past this, oh my god. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like, he dropped some amazing weapons, and I was like, oh shit. And I came, and then these guys came, and look guys, look at it. Oh man, you guys, you ruined it now, man. You're better than us. That's now you know how I feel.
Look, but the thing is, we were playing it religiously. All three of us we'll play it whenever we'll play it together.
We kind of end the game though. We did like,
but it was still fun at that point until that guy came along and ruined it for you or helped you out. But from your eyes, it just ruined it.
I did feel bad afterwards. I was like, damn it.
Because we stopped I think that was the point we stopped playing Diablo.
Yeah. Really? No, honestly though, that was the end. We did rinse it. It was coming.
That was the end game.
We did 100% it, so well, kind of 100% it.
Wow.
That's the game. I think the only time I've really enjoyed an online experience with online only was probably Death Stranding. Because that was literally the only community that helps you out or praises you for building stuff.
I'm a bit annoyed because I kind of played that It's like most of the bit of the game offline.
Serious?
Yeah,
Oh man, because I know where Anne's coming from. Because like, especially the last
Maybe,
boss, without spoilers, like there's this guy who's helping and he's throwing you stuff, and it's like, yes,
I was waiting.
thank
I was
you.
like,
I want to
waiting
hug
for
you.
these people to help me.
Literally ran out of rockets, and he goes, "Here, have a rocket launcher." It's like, dude, wow, you're a man. I would have died. I would have died.
I'm doing. I was doing the boss, and I'm looking around. I was like, how come no one's helping me? And I carried on. I said, "Oh, I'm playing offline."
Goku, did you ever log in and you're like you received like 20 thumbs up because everyone
built
your bridge or drove on your road or whatever?
That
was
the best
so
feeling
freaking
ever.
cool, that was.
That was a cool mechanic for a game.
Exactly. It's a bit like
That
the
was
same
cool.
like on Instagram, you know, and you I don't know, like if you were or on Facebook and you get random likes and stuff and you look at the notifications, oh okay, you got like 10, 11 likes. But it's the same kind of feeling, but this one it meant more because it's like, you know, you're all on the same journey and you're playing this game.
Yeah,
and it's such a tight community of like,
It's like when my missus, when she gets like 160 likes on her like message on her Facebook, and I'm like, I get 30 or 60. I'm like, oh,
exactly.
like, what? Shut up, man! I got kind of loads
Sorry,
of Death
your
Stranding.
wife knows over 100 people.
Yeah,
That's work.
friends, like likes and stuff.
I know you can get like build a bridge and take a picture of it.
Yeah,
and put it
exactly.
on Facebook.
Does she
Yeah.
not sleep at night if she gets over 100? Like if she gets 99,
it's just so
she's like,
weird.
fuck's sake.
It's just like, oh, how much she got? And all, just compares it. No, it's such a loser.
What a loser.
Yeah. Me, her, yeah. She's a loser. I hope she's not listening.
Fucking hell.
But I thought that was genius, Sam, because like even when you're playing it, like, you know, Death Stranding was a game where the terrain was your enemy as well.
Yes.
So in order to get across, you needed like a rope, and then some guy would leave a rope there for you or ladders, and you're like, wow, you know.
Yeah, and then you
It's
you
really
rate
cool.
it. Like
And
you
you
give
give
him
him
a
a
thumbs up for doing that.
Yeah, it's really like it's
There's
like
actually a mechanic on there. If you press the
Yeah.
center button
Yeah.
many times, you can give him like 20 thumbs up
Yeah.
or something, can't you?
yeah, it's good.
That just reminds me of Little Big Planet. Remember that when you can create your own
Oh
planets
my
and you
God.
can thumbs up it or you get likes and stuff. That's
That
weird.
was
remember
really
that?
cool.
Is that
I have
with
to say.
Rug Boy?
Sackboy.
That's right.
Yes. Okay, really quickly, I'll
Same
talk
thing.
about that.
It was made with the rug.
Yeah. Talking about the online only games, like there's a game, well, it's the thing that's just come out called Dreams. And
Yes.
I don't know if, and
PlayStation
literally-
Dreams.
Exactly. And I got it on like when the release, like the early release came out, because I like the creation side and of it and stuff, and just seeing what people had made, and the community in that again is just so like, it's
Someone
so
rebuilt
loyal.
Fallout 4 using
Yes,
Dreams, didn't they?
using Dreams.
It
And I
looked
was like,
incredible.
It's
Amazing.
amazing.
Jesus Christ, how much time do people have?
I was
gonna say. Yeah, because I
I can barely get people on a podcast.
Yeah, when you think like you got to learn like exactly. That's a very good point. Yeah, but that's like another idea of like an online game where people are releasing these games and you're playing it, and when you create something and people also respond to it, and it feels really good, and everyone's like, they even tell you, oh, what's good about this level, or what could be improved, or something like that. It's really, really, really cool.
I mean,
so that's
again,
really another
I-
aspect. Yeah.
It's just like what you said. I don't know, man. I can't be bothered with those things, man.
You just don't have the
don't know. I
time.
think I'm just
Yeah.
Old.
yeah. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Married. She's got more likes than me. I tell you what, let your wife make something on Dreams. See how many likes she gets, and then try and beat that.
No, like I don't know, man. It just
Do you know what? I want to get her on the show, man.
Yeah,
Just get her on the show.
no.
We'll do like a wives only like podcast. What do you think of your husband?
Sri Lankan edition. Anyway, online games.
Not my wife.
Keep dissing his wife. Jesus
I
Christ.
love you, my wife.
So yeah, where are we? And obviously, you guys mentioned it earlier. So, and of course, we are now have another kind of online multiplayer. Excuse me, which is the Battle Royale era.
Wow.
Which obviously goes to Fortnite, PUBG, Apex Legends.
Yes.
And what is your take on them?
Sorry, and Call of Duty, the new one.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Warzone.
Warzone
Big part of
as well.
Warzone, yes.
Warzone. Oh yeah. I mean that Warzone. I mean, I think
Let's start with Fortnite first.
Let's start. Yeah. What was the first one? And was it PUBG?
PUBG was the
That
original.
what
It was
started
PC
originally.
only.
That was only PC. Yeah. Yeah.
Came
okay.
to Xbox, and then that's when Fortnite started come running in.
Sure.
It was technically PUBG for kids, really, wasn't it?
Did you guys
Basically,
have you played
yes.
those games?
Yeah, I mean, the
Fortnite.
lockdown thing was really got me into Warzone. I'd play with Kay and Lil G as well, and also surprisingly Narish. Can you believe it? Yeah, he would come on and play. He would join us, and like the four of us. And I think that was
Sorry,
my
Nash
first-
or his nephew?
It was definitely
No, we're
Nash.
not gonna do this.
We couldn't tell. We thought you were talking to Nash. Maybe it was his nephew.
When he played good, it was his nephew.
Okay, there you go.
He clearly had the headphones on. His nephew's on the controller.
Dude, we were playing Titanfall. I think it was a horde mode.
Right, okay.
And then we're all like on one side just battling up this wave after wave. And then this dude, Nash, is all the way on the other side, just like walking into a wall or something. And we're like, Nash, what are you doing? What are you doing? He's like, oh, sorry guys, but I let my nephew play. So it's like, what? And we lost that wave round and we're just like fuming. It's like, what? How could you just let, we're in the middle of a wave. You let
Titanfall, what a good online game.
Yeah.
In the top 10, not top 5.
Definitely. Yeah.
I never played online for that.
Did you
No,
never?
no, it
Dude,
was
the
good.
first one was incredible. It was such a shame. It was like very underrated. Not a lot of people liked it because it was like, not a lot to offer. I mean, it was
I
rushed
think
out.
something
whatnot.
else came out at that time.
But when 2
must
came
have.
out, 2 was
story mode.
amazing.
2 was amazing.
Story was good on 2.
But yeah, I mean, going back to it, guys, with Warzone, I mean, that was the first time I fully experienced it, and I understood the addiction of that, of just like,
Being that.
who doesn't know about battle royales now? I mean, for those who don't, basically, it's like you're in a map, the map gets smaller, and it's basically battle royale. So the last one survives. So you can start off with 60 people, and whoever, and if you die, you die. That's it, you're out of the game. But then it comes down to the last person, and that person wins. And there's something about that.
It gets intense.
Warzone, I
intense.
think when I played it and I watched you guys play, it's like the most refined version of it.
I
I think Apex does a really good job.
Apex do a really good
I'll
job.
let you talk
Actually,
about that.
carry on.
But when Fortnite originally came out, it was meant to be a completely different game.
Sure.
It was meant to be like a horde type game. I don't know if they still have that mode because I remember when it first came out.
Yeah,
Because Nilaf was talking about it and it was like, oh, it's a horde mode, blah, blah, blah. And all
We
of a
don't
sudden-
mention that name on this podcast.
Sorry, mate.
One more time, you're banned.
Anyway, and all of a sudden it was just like this battle royale, and I was like, what happened to
What
this,
is this?
horde type game?
Yeah.
I don't know. And then obviously I tried it, and then again it's one of those games you start out and you run into these houses to get weapons, and you get sniped. You're like, oh.
Yeah.
And that's after 20 minutes of trying to loot everywhere.
Yeah, and then,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, is this okay? And then that's me. That's me done with the game.
It's true because when you die, it's either like if you get into the game early and if you die the first time and you don't feel like playing it again. But then
It's
when
insulting.
But
It's
that's
just
the
like,
thing, right?
You haven't even done anything. You die.
You
It's just
die,
like, you haven't even picked
exactly.
up the weapon.
The more you get into it,
I think when you get into the top 20 and you're like, oh, I'm getting close, and then all of a sudden it's like taking heroin, man.
that adrenaline rush just kicks in.
It just kicks in, and you want to play it again and again.
it does.
But isn't that with every battle royale? I mean, I think I played PUBG once. I got to like the final 6 or
It
something,
must
and
be,
then it was
yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
it's you. Oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah.
At that point, you're just camping.
exactly.
So would be number one.
Helen, what's this blue light doing? Oh shit, I better run.
Yeah,
It does look when I see you and Gaudi put out,
Yeah.
like Gaudi just gets a
that
blocking
first
hard on
win
for that
we
game.
got, I tell you, man, that was just
first-
amazing.
such
wasn't
a
it?
good feel. I remember so when this happened, it was like watching like if England was in a World Cup and if they ever win, it was that same feeling. It was like,
Oh,
seriously,
dear.
I screamed and Kay would
We
tell me I
all-
screamed.
yeah,
we
it
all
was-
screamed the house down. And my neighbour, like when something
Gaudi's
goes
just,
wrong, she'll look
screaming
You know how competitive it is.
That doesn't help. That surely can't help.
He's like,
Dude.
oh my god, we had like,
You know, I'm gonna put myself out there. I was doing that as well. We were actually high fiving each other.
I've never seen you have competitive. I've never seen him that sort of like.
he was so.
Dude,
Dude,
and he was talking to me about it.
It's like you're
Different
paying for a trophy, but you're not.
No, then he'll
nothing
come to
there.
me and he was like, I did this and we had to do our. Oh my god, he was like fucking telling me the whole level. I felt like I played for a minute.
Yeah,
Dude, it was.
it was insane.
It's good.
But it's
Like I
such a
said,
good feeling.
like
He should have been here for the episode.
He
to
should
say
have.
that.
Should have been, yeah.
He's away.
Yeah, yeah.
But like I said, I've seen like all the other ones, and I feel like the Warzone is like the most refined version. I don't know.
Yeah, I felt like they watched the other games,
And it's the
said,
first one to introduce the
Gulag?
I think
Yeah.
that's a really cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That's-
so
because you kind of
just
get a
for
chance to
people-
come back.
Yeah, you have a chance to come back.
I'll let
So
you explain it. Go on.
basically, in the original, well, as you know, guys, about Battle Royale, if you're out, you're out, and you've got to start a new game. And this one, it gives you a second chance. So it's like, okay, you go to this prison called the Gulag or whatever, and you're fighting against another player who's also been kicked out. So if you win that battle, you get parachuted into level again, but if you die, then you die. So that was quite exciting because when we'll be
It's
playing
a different take on it, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
good. It's a good idea.
exactly.
Gives you the chance to like get in the gap in
Yeah,
the game, I can
yeah,
still
get
get back
back
in
in
it.
People like me, like
Exactly.
kick shots. It's like
Shouting
Eating
out.
your chicken
rubbish.
wings.
Yeah, exactly.
if you get shot straight away, you're like, oh damn it! But at least you get a chance. You know?
Yeah.
And you come back to your crew.
That's it.
Perfect.
You know, it's funny. Like
The
okay,
map
you
is
go-
amazing as well. Good stuff.
Mate, it's a big map,
It is, it's
you know,
huge.
and you think they've literally every house you can go into. There's always something in it and
Literally.
stuff, you know. Like
For that game, I can see the addiction because
Yeah.
you kind of see you're bettering yourself, and obviously the weapons you get and the armors, the way the system. It does kind of, even when I was playing, I was like, oh, cool, like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm going to get this weapon. Or little G or Kurd, but I'll give you this one because I got a
yeah,
better
you
one.
share weapons,
Yeah, that's
you
kinda
share
cool.
money as well.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, you can go and like
Yeah.
buy stuff. You know,
Man, that's how Apex was.
Um,
Apex was
And you
brilliant.
can get in your
man.
vehicles
yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, not in Apex, but in Warzone you can. Yeah.
Warzone,
Oh,
Apex
go on,
vehicles,
tell us
yeah.
about Apex.
Yeah.
Oh, it's literally the same thing, but
Yeah,
it's, I
what's
feel like
Apex
it's
like? Yeah.
it's the middle ground between Fortnite and Warzone because you got that. You know, it's a bit animated.
Yeah, I like the art style.
And art style is good.
It's got like different, I think
different characters,
The characters have the
different
different.
abilities and
Different
whatnot. Yeah,
abilities,
so
yeah.
you got one guy called Octane, and you press the ability button, and he can sprint faster than normal for
okay.
like a burst of like
So that's
3 to
his
5 seconds.
Perk.
That's his kind of ability, which you know is based on a cooldown, and it'll come back up. And then
Okay, yeah.
they've added more characters. I think like 3 or 4 more characters. Since
When I look at it, I get a lot of Overwatch vibe.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
like the characteristic styles. Very cool. It
It's
does,
like
like I'm not a big fan of Battle. When I watch him play and they're looking at the characters and stuff and all their aesthetics,
Oh
I'm
my
like, I
God.
want to play it.
It's really
it does like
nice,
catch
yeah.
you. You're like, I want to play this.
Spectator
Yeah,
wise,
that's it,
even
yeah.
watching it,
That's
isn't it? It's
yeah,
really
that's
exciting.
why I would. I just watch these guys. I'm like, okay.
Well, fine, like, and you've. Oh, this is a stupid question. Battle Royale, the movie, right? I remember when I first saw that and thought, I can't wait for this to be a video game, you know. And then obviously PUBG kicked in. I was like, whoa, this is it. You know, this is actually
you
it.
forget, yeah.
It's like,
Battle
fuck.
Royale.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite world cinema movies ever.
Oh hell yeah!
Freaking love that movie.
I forgot about that.
Honestly,
And how do you forget about it? That's one of your first movies you saw here.
Yeah, I know. I'm forgetful.
yeah.
Now, Apex Legends is done by the guys who did Titanfall, and I was intrigued to give that a go. But I think it's the case of what G was saying is that I'm just not good at online games. Just literally, like Fortnite and the rest. I've given them all a go. Literally parachuted and died straight away, and I'm just like, they're just I can't be bothered, man. All fairness, I've not tried Warzone. I'm tempted to give Warzone a go.
Give that a go.
Yeah, it's good.
But PUBG is probably the only one I've literally put money into because I think that's the only one you have to pay for. The rest are free, aren't they? or something?
Yeah, I think that's a good thing about battle royale games. Or all of them are free. I don't know about
yeah.
PUBG.
Because they make the money on
Microtransactions.
But obviously,
Exactly.
PUBG being a big thing with Xbox, did you guys know that they produced a grease-proof controller?
Are you serious?
Really?
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
PUBG.
when it came out, PUBG,
Okay.
they released a grease-proof controller.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
And
look.
it's actually showing us a video.
Sorry, I'm just showing
on
the
his
video
phone.
now.
It's amazing.
Dude,
I just see a
Oh
chicken.
my god.
No way.
It's a grease-proof
Shut up.
controller.
So you could eat chicken wings, play Xbox.
is that a dig at me?
No. This I've richly written this down in the notes. So you could eat greasy chicken wings and play Xbox at the same time. And this controller was it's so hard to get hold of this controller now.
That is insane. What a
Dude,
genius
what?
idea.
It's crazy, isn't it?
I'm just looking at
Wow.
the chicken.
How much? How much was the controller when it came out?
It's the same price as any other normal controller.
Dude, you know, one thing I hate is annoyingly sort of controller is.
Oh, yeah.
I get my wipes out and wipe them. That's pretty good.
On the controller, right?
Dude, I'm not national.
But it's just, do you know what? I never, again, I'm not into those games, but I would have loved to give that controller a go.
I want one.
It's like grease proof at the same
Pour some oil on it.
Yeah, but do you ever, like you said, you're talking about the intensity, like if you're the last few guys and your hands get sweaty.
yeah.
Very,
my
very sweaty.
Like, that controller would just be your problem solver,
Yeah,
really, wouldn't it?
For a fighting game, that'd be good as well. Because you always
Definitely.
Nah, I'm too good at them, bro. His face. I beat you at Smash Bros.
What a loser.
So yeah, this is probably going to be my last question till we start doing the top fives, unless you guys have got anything in. But online games, here's the be or end all question: do you like the online games where you work together or are against each other?
Okay.
I'm gonna be straight up work together.
Yeah.
Because I need help. But like,
No, straight up, because again, like I said, I'm not good with one on every, all against all. I would rather online ones we work together.
like,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say
team
because
up, whatnot.
work together, because I reckon I'm not really that good at first person shooters like as is on a whole. So work together in either first person shooter or third person shooter is ideal for me. But like i.e. horde mode or even like team deathmatches. I got a group of people helping me, defeat. So yeah, as a work together.
Yeah, I was going to mention a few, but they're probably going to be in our top 5, so I won't go into. But yeah, definitely a case where you team up one another, because then you could be like, oh, go help with this, go deal with that, unless you play with Nash, of course. Or if there's certain games where someone's chasing you, you could be like, oh, he's over there, or you can hear he's over there, sort of thing. Yeah. So,
oh my god.
Oh my god. So what about you, Coach?
Yeah.
Oh, go Coach. Go.
Or go, Coach.
Yeah, go.
Coach.
You go
Coach. Go.
You're going to say...
I've been a big fan of obviously fighting solo against people, but I actually personally prefer working together as a team.
Yeah.
Like Diablo just goes so far with that. You just work together. Dungeon crawler, whatnot. I don't know. What if like say if you're working as does team deathmatch count as working together, or
I'll say
no? Well, it's team.
It's a team based.
It's team based. It's in the name team deathmatch, isn't it? Yeah.
But
I mean,
go.
Yeah.
Because I think you're more of a solo sort of mad sort of guy,
Lone
stuff
wolf.
like prestige
Going
so
out.
many times.
that was in my prime
the
days.
way you play, you are very. I'll go ahead and deal with the guy. Yeah, you got the funds to prove it. You got the game funds to prove it.
I feel safe. It's like, okay, don't worry, I'm going to go take this guy out. Just wait here.
Exactly.
Guard the flag, and I'm like shitting myself. All right, hold on. Yeah, you sure you're going to get? Yeah. I'll do it. And then
He's like, you guys go fight. I'll go get the skull.
Yeah, you do that, mate.
Oh, okay, mate. Yeah, cheers.
Guys make me sound so dependable.
No, but as I was saying, you're like good at it. Like even when I'm not bigging them up. Even like Halo, these guys like I think was it the original one, Halo 2 or Halo 2? 3. Sorry, yeah. These guys were like on this high. Like, I don't know, because they were talking about the matchmaking in this game is amazing, and they match you with like people with your same sort of caliber, and they were like. They were at 50 or whatever, I can't remember, and they were like, "Oh, we can't drop down to 49." Oh no! Like,
yes, because you can drop.
And I'm like, nowhere there. Like, I'm just like, okay, all right, carry on, guys. Yeah. It's just like, yeah. So I don't think I think you're more sort of a solo, like one player. So I don't know. You're not a team based guy, man. Well, you'd be perfect.
I want to be a team based guy.
You'll be lucky.
I mean. It's a good question you saying about team deathmatch. Is it all against all, or is it a team? I mean, King of the Hill is team based. Capture the Flag is team based.
Yeah.
I guess you're all
like, do you mean that kind of team based, or like where you got Destiny 2 fighting like against a?
That's team
I'd say. Do you mean PvP or PvE?
Well, I'm thinking more of the lines of something like World War Z together.
Okay, so it's hard to say now. I'll say I prefer that.
Good question.
Yeah, just because you can communicate. You need that communication between the players. I'm doing this, or you go get the skull, like you were saying earlier. Yeah. It's just just trying to complete the objective as you would in horde mode. You work together to defeat it on that difficulty. You guys have been struggling. You got just like trial and error. You got to carry on battling until you eventually do it. Yeah, and I think that's better than fighting against doing team deathmatch where it's only going to last a few minutes.
Do you still have that? Does that intensity still come into it if you work together though? Oh. This is the thing. What do you thrive on more? You want to be the winner chicken dinner, or do you just want to be like, oh, do you know what, guys? I'll go deal with this. You guys can barricade up the thing, and I'll go kill some zombies.
I can answer. Yeah. I reckon you're more team based. I know I've already said that. Yeah. I think Little G is that guy.
Okay,
I'm gonna go out.
I've noticed that.
Warzone and stuff. Well, he's kind of going. Whereas Courage is like he can do both. Yeah,
all rounder.
Because I've seen them two playing like Gears, for example, 4v4. They're like pros there, and then Little G depends on him. And then when it comes to 1-on-1, Little G's just like all like, yo, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. You know what I'm saying? He Little G, if was here, I think he would see like, yeah, I'm a one player sort of killer. And then I think whereas Courage, he can do both.
Yeah, versatile.
Knows me better than me.
Because I've seen these guys play and they've put me off online.
Yeah.
Guys, if you see Coach's thumb, Jesus Christ. That's a game of thumb.
It's like 3-jointed, like, you know, it's perfect.
That's why you're good, isn't it? That's what it is.
I stop hating.
That's why he can do both.
That's what it is.
He's got the thumb to do both.
He's got
So Goku.
yeah.
Head on, she's going to be a lucky lady.
Yeah, I was
Whoever
gonna
you go with, mate.
I knew that was coming.
So Goku,
Yes.
team based
Tell me.
or 1v1?
I think I'm team based. Yeah, I like the idea of playing as a team and completing it and feeling good, like having this brotherhood, you know, brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever, like that kind of just team. You know, like you.
Did you say sisterhood?
Yeah.
Not on this podcast. Sorry, ladies.
He said brotherhood.
I heard brotherhood.
Brotherhood and sisterhood.
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But now just brotherhood.
Yeah, just brotherhood now.
And sisterhood. Yeah.
Rose before hose.
Yes. Yeah, I think a team based. I mean, at first when I played it online, you know, like with the Call of Duties and stuff, it felt like you were just playing by yourself. Even if it was a team deathmatch, you felt like you were just doing it for yourself. You know, like you're going to XP just by yourself. It didn't, you know, if your team won, it didn't really affect the whole team. It was more of an individual thing. But then when games came out, for example, like horde modes and, you know, like games, you know, where you could play that and stuff, it felt so good when you finished. And you look around the field and you see one guy's on the machine gun, a bit like in World War Z, you know, like when we all played, all of us, you know, here, the 4 of us played that, you know, you see, you know, like, and it would be on the machine gun turret and then Gao would be down here and me and Kudge would be at the front and Gao, you know, it just felt really good. And when you finished it, it had that kind of like nice feeling about it, you know. So
Complete something with with your brothers.
Exactly.
It's like Left 4 Dead,
Yes.
like completing those 4 chapters, which is amazing, wasn't it?
I'm not going to talk about it.
In someone's
That was
top
me.
5.
No.
So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. Do you have anything you want to throw in? If not, we'll go to the top 5s.
I don't know. Go.
Yeah, no, go for it. I was just saying they were really good questions, Ant. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was
Not bad for something I wrote in a day.
Yeah.
No, actually,
covered
All right, so we'll go to the top 5s then.
It's time for a top 5.
So who would like to go first?
I say
Are these two?
Huh? Out
Yeah.
these two. I say it's out of these
Yeah,
two.
these two.
Do you know what? Courage has never gone first.
That's true.
Have I not?
Never.
No. I say you go. And we'll go. We'll do it differently. We'll go round this way.
Oh, anti-clockwise.
Nice.
Anti-clockwise. So yeah, Courage, what is your number 5?
My number 5 is Apex Legends.
Oh, okay.
Again, it's a battle royale game. We've touched up on it just a while ago. It's I don't know. It's something different about it. For me, it was actually my first battle royale game. I played a bit of Fortnite and whatnot, but it was actually a different take on it because of the whole.
Does the art style of Fortnite put you off?
Sort of.
Does it feel like kiddie?
Yeah, it definitely aimed towards kids, and obviously building upwards is just silly.
Because it's for kids and the physics are stupid.
It's annoying, you know.
It's bloody annoying.
It's like they can build a house in a second and fuck physics.
They could do it quicker than me. It's just the map overall in Apex Legends is amazing. I think they've changed it every season and whatnot.
Wow. Is it? Every season?
Maybe, I think every other season actually. Yeah.
Okay.
The maps are really badass.
It's just the amount of detail they go in, and I think these guys. I think Apex did it before Warzone, where they have like a loot train running across the map. So they actually have like a bunch of loot that if you jump in first to get
I've
it.
never seen that level, no.
Yeah, I think that was in one of the newer maps as I was coming out.
So you have
of
an actual train just going around?
No, it will go from one end and end to the other end, and obviously by that time all the loot is gone. But once it's gone, sort of thing. Was that?
No,
Pretty good.
No, I was no, never mind. Carry
on. The whole there's another like loot. You can actually get like armor, helmet, and I think leg gear. But they have different levels, so you have like your rare gear and your epic gear and legendary gear. So it's legendary gear being
similar
the
to Warzone, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
in a sense, yeah. It's the
that
same.
means Warzone kind of copied them, then, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. No, but then I don't know if Fortnite might have done that as well, but it's more with the weapons.
Okay.
I don't know.
Because you get the legendary weapons.
I've never picked up a weapon in Fortnite. I died before.
Just landing.
Like, I don't know, man.
You even had the full
Every time I
experience.
talk about it, I just feel like crying because it's so sad. It's a free game as well.
It was, it's the same company that did, subdivision of it's Respawn Entertainment that did it, and that
Did Titanfall.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Titanfall, and they actually did
Jedi Fallen Order.
Damn it, you got me to it. Let me get there first.
No way.
Yeah, but
wow.
So they've done Titanfall first.
and then they went on to do Apex, and then I think EA
good.
bought them, and it's just like their own section in EA that did it.
Same company.
So they were rumored a new game was coming out before Apex came out, and the big rumor was it was going to be Titanfall 3, and then turned out within the next day it was Apex, and people were like, how did we not know this was coming? They kept this so under the radar. It literally just came out, didn't it? And everyone was like,
everyone was
where
on
the fuck has this come from?
I remember seeing the announcement as well. I think was it E3?
Yeah, was it during
No. It literally just came out. It
Really?
wasn't E3 or anything.
Yeah,
it
that's
was,
right.
Free game.
Yeah,
Just a free game.
Amazing.
Yeah.
like I said, because it's like Coach said, it was a Respawn game, so everyone was expecting Titanfall 3 to be announced, and the next minute Apex just
Drops.
dropped on, and you just download it for free straight away.
They did really good with that though. It's amazing.
It's a good bit of marketing. Literally just bring it out, and that was it. People didn't know what it was or anything.
They just
I actually did a bit of streaming with that, but it didn't get very far. Yeah.
Oh, did you stream that?
Yeah, but
Nice.
they don't get very far.
Oh, dude, there's a video I need to send you about a guy that rage quits on Twitch.
On Twitch?
Yeah, but he gets kicked off because he tells a woman to make him a sandwich.
That sounds a little bit like
man, he gets like proper. Gets so angry, he's so irate. You need to watch it. It's so funny.
Send that to me later. Well, yeah, that's my number 5.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
So my number 5. You're not going to believe me when I say this, but it's a 360 game, and it's Call of Duty 3.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I never
like
expected
the original World War type Call of Duty.
Yes.
I kind of put this in for 2 reasons.
Okay.
So one is
What console did you say?
360.
360, yes.
So one of the launch titles for 360 was Call of Duty 2, and obviously a year after Call of Duty 3 came out. And I absolutely love capture flag mode on this one. It's only because of a specific map. I think I mentioned it. It's like a bridge, but it's like a 2-layer bridge.
Yeah.
So you can attack on top and while you sneak under with the flag on one.
Yeah.
And I remember playing. So the reason I've got this on my list. Excuse me. So basically, I moved out of my house. I was living with mates, all guys, playhouse sort of. House sort of thing. And I was playing Call of Duty, and I didn't realize. So a mate of mine come in, and I remember I'd just seen a girl, or we just broke up or something. And my mate had come in, and he's like, "Hi, how you doing?" I was like, "Oh, mate, she keeps telling me that she doesn't love me anymore." I was like, "How do I get her back? How do I do this and whatnot?" And we're going to this for ages. Like I'm literally playing capture the flag whilst I'm doing this, right? And I'm like, so she wouldn't take me back, and then I sent her flowers and all this and that. And then, not realising my mic was on mute, all of a sudden I've got this kid, 10 years old, going, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" And I'll never forget that to the day I die. That was like, I'm there like snipering people, like pouring my heart out, not really realising my mic's off on mute. Isn't it? Or should I say, isn't on mute?
What a douche.
And all of a sudden, there's like this kid, 9 to 10 years old. He's like, "Dude, shut the fuck up!" But so that's why it's got to go in there. But no, it was a cracking Call of Duty. Some of the, like I said, the capture the flag mode was just addictive. But it's not like the one that stopped me from other playing games.
I love that kid is actually listening to this and he actually messaged.
The thing was that he could have said it any other time, but he waited till I finished my story and then said, "Dude, shut the fuck." He never actually like interrupted or anything. He just because I got to a point where I was like, "Oh, dude, mate, I don't know what to do."
Dude, if it was me, I
feel heartbroken. He's like, "Dude, shut up."
I'm like, "Oh man, don't worry, man." I'm just like, "Guys, don't worry." Like, I'll tell you nicely. I would have felt sad.
No, just,
one of the beauties of playing online games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just you get a lot of either haters or people that like
or you just
listen to your stories.
Mid 2000s, man. No one liked my stories. So that's number 5.
Nice.
Okay.
Good choice, Sam.
Nice.
That's a very good game.
Dude,
I had to put it in there. That incident just made me laugh. I mean, because straight away I was like, "Oh shit!" But then I'll never forget it. It was just such a funny moment.
Of course, yeah. Because this 9-year-old kid is always like, he's probably like, "Oh, girls have got cooties," and he's like,
"That's what I'm saying." It's like this kid. He must have been of that age at least. Yeah. And he's like trying to play, capture the flag. He's trying to get a flag off me or whatever. And I'm giving away position, taking away, pouring my heart and soul out. So, sorry, BG, number 5.
All right, my one is a very cool one.
Oh.
It's Overwatch.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Good choice.
Good shout. Should have put that on my list.
Again, like, I wasn't...
Heroes never die.
Like, I'm not particularly good at online game, but the reason why this was really good is, like, you have all these characters, like, when you go log in and you see all these characters, it reminds you of Tekken, like, select your fighter or so, and they're all goofy and funky, like, so coolly designed.
Amazing.
And so say, if you're like me, you're not really good at shoot 'em ups or whatever, they have a class for you that you can, like, pick and choose. So, like, I normally pick this big sort of shield guy. And obviously, so let me go to... So, it's basically a team-based online. So, I think it's got stuff like... Not capture the flag, it does. I think later it got added to it. But it's basically like you as a group of, I think, 4 or 5?
6.
Oh, 6.
6v6,
and you protect this vehicle as it goes along the level. And the other team has to, like,
and they got like King of the Hill as well, sort of thing.
And then you have a round of that, and then they will have a round of that, and then you see who wins.
Yeah.
And then it's just very tactical, and depending on who you have and how you play, it does go very technical. Obviously, it's done by Blizzard. And the thing I like about it, because they actually thought about, like, every character. So, like I said, going back to what I said, I'm not really good at shoot 'em ups. So they've got these couple of characters where you don't need to, like, aim and shoot, so you can have the shield guys, and wasn't
Reinhardt, yeah.
And he's a big guy, and he's got this massive shield, so you can protect your team while they shoot through the shield.
So he's technically the tank of the group,
tank.
yeah.
And obviously he's got this massive axe as well, and you can also be this other, what's that? The gorilla,
Winston.
Yeah, so he's got this laser. Winston's got this laser, and you don't need to aim, and it just goes to anyone close. So, like, for someone like me, it's perfect.
Okay. Yeah,
because you don't need to aim as much. Yeah.
And then you got healers, you got proper
DPS.
attackers, and you got this guy with it's so cool. If you don't play it, I think you've played it a little bit.
Yeah, I like Overwatch.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's very technical, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of those ones I go back and forth with.
Yeah.
Like, I think you do the same as well sometimes.
I'll pop in there and then, but obviously it's out on the Switch now.
That's another one. Me and Little G went in pretty hardcore.
You guys were like, oh man, you have to be this, and they had this link that he was this flying healer lady, and he was like this other dude, and he would just heal him, and they just work out all these strategies, and I'm just there like,
it's very strategic, isn't it?
I'm just this huge tank guy, and I'm like,
do you know what though? Like, you going back to the character selection part of it. If you hadn't told me that was a Blizzard game, I would have thought that someone like Capcom had done that.
Yeah,
just the style and the characters in it is nothing I would have thought Blizzard would have done.
The reason I tried it is because, like, it's just so captivating. Just look at it. Oh my god, that looks really cool. Like every character is so cool. It's coolly designed, but they're not done for the purpose of it. Like I said, every character is unique, and if you figure out strategies, they are like useful. That's one thing Blizzard does so well. They're so methodic. Like, I don't know. They're so
methodical.
They balance the character out so well.
Right.
Like,
apparently
season on season, they will actually like analyze like what's the best team, who are the best characters who go together,
and then they'll tweak it.
They will nerf it. So as in basically nerf it, they basically tweak the characters and their skills.
Say if I figure out this guy is like the best at this, and they'll analyze that, and they'll be like, okay, so we'll have to bring that down.
Yeah, just so it's like everybody gets, like, all the characters get used up properly, and not it's not the same season on season, because they have, obviously there's an esports as well now, and it's,
they need to balance it out.
But
it gets competitive.
I do have to say, like, the only annoying thing is it's a game where you're like, I really wish I had a campaign mode. Because if you watch the cutscenes for it's so amazing, man. It's so. But,
number 2, eh?
Yeah, number 2. So another thing I'm going to talk about. Number 2 is coming out soon. I'm not sure when, and it's got campaign mode. It's got hold mode. Oh man, that's
but that's something it needs. You've got all these amazing, beautiful characters, and they need to be expanded.
But if they did a story, like a level for each of those characters, oh my god, I'm all over that. That'd be so cool.
You know what was amazing? Because they actually, for each of the characters, not all the characters, some of them, they actually have like a backstory on YouTube as well, and it's just amazing. Like, they have like the ninja guy. He's got Genji. He's got like his own backstory with
Samurai.
Hanzo, the guy with the arrow, and it's just amazing the way they designed it as well. And it's like, you wouldn't think they would go into that much detail when they got the game.
Amazing.
I hope that they do like I said, the stories are told in like a campaign for each one. Can you imagine a level for each?
Like how they do in Tekken.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah.
And if they do horde mode, we'd be all on them.
But didn't you think? Don't you think they could have just added it on into this game rather than
I
doing
reckon
another
it was.
two?
Doing a 2.0.
Yeah.
Rather than,
I reckon it's they've planned it out like as it was, and then obviously they've seen what come popular around, and now they're just putting it on into number 2.
You could say one's like the beta for 2, really, can't you?
But the thing is, you can't say it because it's so wellly done. Like even though when they first came out, there was only 2 modes, right? They patched
Literally,
it. It was just that 2 modes, but it was so popular. It was like people were on it, like esports and stuff. But I don't think you can say it as it was like a trial because it's done so well.
Yeah. It's a full game.
But again, it's probably they've actually looked at it. Okay, well, it needs this and this, and that's you get.
But they've had so much since it's been released.
The
amount of characters that I find there's got to be like at least.
The last one I remember is that little hamster guy in a ball.
I think there was someone after that as well. Yeah, I think that's when the hamster guy came out. That's when I think we started phasing off of that.
How many characters came? 80.
No. 8. They added more than 8.
Okay.
But I think the whole roster's got to be like.
It's loads.
It's
literally like imagine when you're playing Tekken
30?
Tag, you get all those characters. It's literally like that.
Oh, it's like that.
Or like a first person shooter. Yeah,
they're divided into classes though, aren't they?
Yeah, so
you
you
got
got
DPS and healers.
Yeah.
And they added a feature where you can like it's called LFG, so looking for group. So you could be a healer, and that will be ticked, and all they will be looking for will be like a healer.
It
DPS
kind
or
of
tank.
preempts out. You'll be really good. So you got like what you said, but it will help you for that one. Is that what they did after?
As they did that, towards the end of what we
was that separate mode?
No. So for your matchmaking, so for your online game,
separate mode
they will say if the team has less of let's say healer, you will be probably rewarded for being a healer. You'll be easily matchmake as a healer. That sort of thing, because not many people would want to be a healer.
That's it. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No one wants to be a healer. People want to shoot shit.
Or Little G wanted to be in World of Warcraft.
You did well.
Good choice.
That's a good choice.
I'm glad. I think I could have pushed that above, but because obviously I haven't played it as much, but it's so cool. It deserves to be up there.
The skins in that was amazing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to put that in there.
That's all right.
There's so many.
Yeah, especially like different seasons of the year. They'll have like a Chinese New Year skin,
like
Christmas
a seasonal
skin.
thing.
Yeah,
You'll have to check it out, man.
Definitely. Yeah, all on that.
Go cool.
Awesome. All right, so my number 5 is Rainbow Six Siege.
Tom Clancy.
So Tom Clancy, yeah. So this is a game that I started playing from. I remember seeing the trailer on E3 for this, and I'm a huge Rainbow Six fan. And I always thought because they were mainly campaign based, they didn't really have the technology or anything to make it online. And then when the trailer came on E3, I remember everyone just going absolutely ballistic, and they were like, "Wow, this is amazing!" You know, you can like breach in through the windows and kind of like
through the window.
Yeah, I had that song playing all the
time. Whilst playing
it. Yeah, so it came out and it just met the expectations. It was so much.
Is
better
this the
than
recent
what it
one
was.
that's out?
This is the recent one. So this game has been out, I think, 5 years, and literally, like they've done this thing where a lot of games are doing this thing now, where they release a season, and every year there's a new season, like year 1, year 2, year 3, and they'll add new characters, new levels, and they'll just improve on the previous game. And a bit like what you guys were saying about Overwatch, just tweak the the characters and stuff. This is, when it comes to think of it, it's almost like Overwatch, but it just happens like a way like a SWAT team would do their mission. So it's like on a location, and it's basically good guys versus bad guys. It's the SWAT versus the terrorists, whatever. That's basically it. And you can do the PvP thing, or you can actually group up as like the SWAT team and fight the AI terrorists or whatever. But like you said about the characters, now come to think of it, it's the same thing here, because you get to choose different operatives from around the world, and they all have a special skill. So you have one who can release like this kind of like this rolling drone to look under the doors, which is really useful. And then you have the medic who has like a tranquilizer gun that can pick up a downed enemy, or there's someone who's like a demolition guy who's special at breaching walls and stuff. So you really need to think about your team.
I thought it was like your standard Call of Duty game.
No, a lot of people
very tactical, isn't it?
It's very tactical, because even when you look at graphical level, it's not the greatest game. I mean, you'd think the game was from like PS3. It's like you walk into a room and there's hardly any things on the wall or anything like that. But it's like
what's a recent game? Why is it like? I like the graphics.
I think because they just focus their attention on the gameplay, and it's one of those.
The
games
community
where,
for it is amazing. There's a huge community for this game. Yeah,
huge. Yeah, and I didn't realize how big the community is.
Yeah.
And like they literally. Check this out. The community, it's not like any other game. They meet up and they have like literally meetings with like blueprints on the level and be like, okay, we're going to attack this from the top. And then you go through here. And then, it's really, really like tactical.
Wow.
It's insane. Yeah. And I was watching like a YouTube video on
it's like
it.
having a football coach. We're like, it's real fucking simple. You go here, you up there.
Exactly. And you draw in circles and
So,
the lines.
as if
It's
they
like,
meet up in real life. Is that what you're saying?
oh,
or?
no, they probably do it over like Skype
right.
or whatever.
Well,
you never know.
not
they might.
nowadays.
No chance over COVID. Yeah, but like it's basically like that. So it's a lot of strategy, so much strategy in this game, and it's really good. You can level up your characters, and there's so much to it. So it's really the thing is you have to be good at shooters to play this game. It's like realistic, like one shot and you're down. But
really?
it's like have you ever played like for example a game where you shoot through a wall, and even though there's no pillar. Because, I don't know, there's like a problem with the game design, but you can see the character, but somehow the bullet just hits the wall. It doesn't go through. But in this one, it's so intricate that even to the nearest millimeter, like if you spot a single character, you can shoot through the hole with the gun, and still kill the character. It's like real life. It's proper, like the houses are designed, like properly like a house should. Like can certain guns go through certain materials, like bullets, can go through certain materials, stuff like that. There's so much in this. And
It's always had that realistic
really,
mode, hasn't it?
Yeah.
To it.
Yeah,
I remember
It's-
Tom Clancy's Vegas.
Yes,
I can't remember what it's called
Vegas. Rainbow Six Vegas.
Rainbow Six Vegas.
that's
that was
it,
on the 360,
basically.
and I remember like
Yeah, you played that, right?
I was like only the beginning because I got pissed
Yeah.
off a bit because, like I said, one shot and I was dead. I'm like, the fuck's the point? I don't play games for realism,
Exactly. Yeah. Where's the arcadeness? Yeah.
They're always spot on with their weapons. I'm
100%, man.
I don't know why John's not on this because
He probably is. I think I spoke to him about
I've
this.
never heard him talk about Rainbow.
on the
Really?
episode.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Why didn't you ask him next time?
But you guys, okay,
He's
you
probably
guys
it's
would,
not real enough.
it's not really. You guys would really like this. There's a new DLC that's just come out, and it's the Money Heist DLC. So you can dress up as the the characters with the Dali masks
Money.
and everything.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
which is so cool. I mean, I'm just playing as that just is
So
brilliant.
you can
It's
play
really,
as the
really
good guys and the bad guys.
Yeah, you can choose. Actually, no, it's red and blue team. So it's like you play one round as the good guys, one round as the
Okay.
bad guys. It's
Halo
like
reference.
that. Yeah.
Red versus blue.
Yeah. But yeah, that's definitely, that made it onto my top 5 because, it's a game.
So
I
what is going to be Rainbow
Yes.
Six Quarantine?
Yeah. Okay. So I heard about it. I think, you know what it is? It's all it is just zombies. I think that's basically what it is.
So
It's
they're going to do
SWAT.
the Call of Duty route.
Yeah.
Put zombies in it now.
Yeah. And I think, they could have just make a new, they could really just make a new game
Would
now.
that be
like
real
a
as well?
new-
One bite and you're dead.
Probably. Yeah. It's a bit like that. Or like, like
Just like the exposure die.
yeah. What game had that thing? Was it Time Splitters, the infected mode where you just run around? And
Virus.
Oh, you just
Like
got
that.
into his top 5. How do you bring it up?
No, that's not online. That's not online though.
It's not
online.
It's
Oh,
not online.
no,
It was. Yes, it was.
Well, we
Yes,
didn't do
It was.
Future Perfect.
No.
But we never played it online.
Yeah, so I can't really comment.
So there we go.
Sorry, Goku. So it's literally
Yeah.
Rainbow Six with zombies.
Yeah, with I
Virus,
think
man.
that's basically what it is.
I
It's
forgot
it's
about
basically that. I think they thought about the idea of like the zombies craze. I mean, so many people like that. The idea of working as a team and fighting zombies, and they're like, okay, that's from a marketing point of view, it just makes sense. I don't know. I don't think the same amount of passion's in there because obviously it's all about the realism. So maybe they're just doing it to. It doesn't really, you'd probably I don't know. What the
It would
weapons
be
do
cool
that,
to do the
but-
zombie thing realistically.
Yeah. Yes.
Like
exactly.
if you keep shooting at them, they keep coming at you too. One in the head or something.
that's
be quite
actually
cool.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah. Yeah.
I think I did see something online about. I don't know if it's the same game, but you can use Sam Fisher as one of the operators.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's like an addition for the current Siege. This is a game that's the game that I'm talking about right now.
Yeah,
so you can play as
Sam
Sam Fisher.
Fisher.
Yeah,
yes.
but what makes it good? See, Ubisoft, they have different. Obviously, their games like from Assassin's Creed and like whatever, like Ghost Recon. You have iconic characters, so it just makes all these studios. I think it was Ubisoft Montreal that made this. I could be wrong. You know, viewers are listening to this saying it's not Montreal, man. It's not, but you know, they have these different studios and they all work together, right? And they kind of like lend each other their characters and their code and stuff. So they were like, okay, we need to try and revive Sam Fisher, you know. So they put him in the game. They've already put him in the Ghost Recon Wildlands game, DLC and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, it's quite nice. That'd be a good addition. But honestly, yeah, the Money Heist one was really good because if you watch the show, it's like honestly, like one of the levels is a bank. So it's kind of like that. It's
you
really,
love something
really
like
awesome.
that. I know.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's like playing a TV show. So
Just quick
it's cool.
question: Sam Fisher or Solid Snake?
Solid Snake.
God,
Jesus.
did you have to ask that question?
That's why I was smiling all this time. Cool.
Good question.
Coach,
Yeah, that's my number 5.
number 4, sir.
My number 4 is kind of funny.
It's so weird him starting.
Why am I that awkward?
You know,
No, it's like, I was about to say coach number 5, and it's not. It's his 4th.
See, this is why I shouldn't go first.
That's what I'm saying. It's so weird. Sorry, Mike,
No worries. My one, number 4 is Fall Guys.
Oh, the recent.
Yeah, very
Great
recently,
choice.
and
Yes.
I fell in love with that game. It's just so hilarious to watch.
They are saying
It's just so.
Yeah.
Don't you find it fun?
it's absolutely.
That's all right.
They're saying this is going to be the one that topples Fortnite. This kind of.
It is a battle
game,
royal,
the
isn't it?
battle
Yeah,
royale.
it is.
It's
Kind of, yeah.
Well, it's kind of like a.
just Takeshi's Castle Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was about to say that.
Last one standing. Yeah,
That is
but
it.
it's
Yeah.
Goku, you played this. It's amazing.
It's
isn't it?
so
You've seen me play
fun.
it. It's
Guys, I'm
it's-
telling you.
You know what? I just saw a video of it, and
Yeah.
and that's when I was like, okay, I want to play this. Basically, there was this guy just going around and just like he will wait near the end, and he would just push
Push
them,
the characters.
grab
push
onto them.
everyone. Yeah,
See,
grab
I've heard
onto
about this because there's a certain angle they can go into.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you jump into them, they just get knocked off anyway.
that's it, yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to
That's
tweak that or change it or anything.
I know
but,
it's weird because you can get knocked over, but it's actually it's good to get knocked over because you'd be flown like way forward ahead.
Yeah,
of
sometimes
everybody
it works
else.
in your favour, yeah.
which is not a bad thing.
I think the viewers would be like, the listeners like confused. You got to explain what it is.
Oh, Fall Guys is basically a obstacle based game,
Yeah, it's
isn't
an
it? Where
obstacle course,
you got
isn't
like
it?
I think it's about 64 players pitted against each other, and as the levels go on, a certain amount of people can qualify to get through to the next round. So say the first round will be like 40 people can go through, and the remaining will get kicked off, and from there I think there's like 5 rounds altogether. They got like several maps where they can rotate between, and and then obviously the last round would be probably like 12 players against one, and only one can win. And that's the whole premise of the game, and it's so simple, and it's just so fun to just
sometimes
play.
the funnest games are the simplest.
It's simplest, isn't it? Yeah.
That's
It's just so
true.
bright and just
It's
just
like-
so quirky.
Yeah, it's
isn't
fun.
it? Yeah.
It's
It,
just
it looks
happy.
like people. If you remember in Takeshi's Castle when these guys are dressed up in these big sort of balloon characters.
And
That's
they'll
what
be
it looks
pushing-
like. They're like
Yeah.
just running around like.
I would not be surprised if they got inspired by Takeshi's Castle. They must have
right.
watched
I
it.
think
on,
it is.
on
Because
Challenge TV.
For some
and
reason, I
thought, well,
always
let's make a
think
game
the
out of this.
final level they should do like a gladiator-based
Like
arena.
that, where they're in the little carts with the
where they're
lasers.
yeah.
Pew, pew. Yeah, that was.
Well, they got
yeah.
season 2 coming out soon, so they're
is
gonna add more maps for that.
Oh,
It's
nice.
good fun.
It's
It's funny.
It's fun, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it is frustrating as well. Because I was on like the last round against 12 people, and I was literally in the lead. I was like, "Yes, this is the first time in this specific level where you got you start from the bottom, and at the top you got to grab the crown."
Yeah.
So you got
Yeah.
obviously these rotating, bollards and whatnot, balls flying at you. And the first time I'm leading, I'm running like a donut, just trying to get there. And at the end, you got this ledge, and you got to actually jump for the crown.
Right.
For me, whenever I saw someone else win it, I just thought you have to jump whenever, and you kind of win it. But no, you have to wait until the crown is in range.
Oh,
So
okay.
I've jumped when the crown is at the top. So I just fell straight down, and I'm like,
no.
no, my one chance of winning again. I just threw it away.
But you let that mistake, and you'll
Yeah.
you'll win it next time, won't you?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you get there.
If I get there again, back to second place.
Interesting, because that's literally just been out a month or so.
Yeah,
it's already it's in the top
yeah.
5.
I mean, I just watched a couple of videos, and I was like, legit, I'm going to get this game. It just looks amazing. And we ended up getting it. It's just play quite good.
I can't believe you guys bought it.
I said, yeah, let's buy it because I saw this guy just holding people from winning.
It's so funny.
You were like a day or two out from having it for free. How much was it?
£16.
Oh, stop.
16 quid,
That's
yeah.
not cheap, is it?
Yeah, it's not like 40 quid game. I was like,
Yeah, that's
no, definitely not worth it then.
It's good fun. There's one like I said.
Yeah.
Sometimes the simpler
Yes.
games are like really.
Yeah. I'm surprised it wasn't free because it's free
It
now.
was at one point, yeah.
Yeah,
It was on
but,
PlayStation Plus, wasn't it? It was on League as well.
But if it gets popular
Games
again,
or-
they'll probably go free again at some point.
Yeah, definitely.
We should all jump on that.
Just to get more
sounds
players on it,
fun.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good game to play
Definitely.
together.
That'd be a
But
good
then
game
thing
to
is, say if one of us loses, they're gonna have to wait out. That's the only problem.
That'd be probably me, but
Yeah.
It's fun because they've kind of built on. They thought to themselves, okay, what made these battle royale games so addictive? And it's that if you get knocked out, you're out.
It's
But,
just,
it's that basically.
it's
But
the
they put it
element of
into
like different sort of. It's not like shoot 'em
yeah,
up.
exactly.
This
It's
is
a
a
game
different take,
show.
isn't it? Different take on battle royale.
Yeah, it's just a game show. And if you win that last person to survive wins. It's kind of genius.
Clever.
Good choice.
Nice. Oh yeah.
Mine's not that recent at all. So mine's actually 10 years old, and again, it's on the 360, and it was a game called Alien vs Predator.
Nice.
And not the PC version, like I said, the 360 version. This game was fucking awesome. Not only did you get 3 different campaigns, one per species, the online for it was incredible. And I mean, my God, did I really enjoy this game. The mode you can do, obviously, All Against All was so cool because you got a choice of 3 different characters. The Predators having the ability to, be invisible, whereas the Marines are heavily armoured as well as, carrying guns. And then you got the super fast aliens that can crawl on walls and spit acid and stuff. It's just everyone had a fair advantage, no matter what person you picked or what creature you picked. But the one mode they had, and I wish they still had it to this day, was basically their version of Horde mode. And what you did was you played as the Marines, and you would go in Hadley's Hope, and Horde mode would come out. So basically, you'd all be in a room where it'd be like squared, circular, whatever, and these just aliens would just pop out of the ceiling, the floor, the wall, and they would just keep coming and coming and coming until obviously you get rid of the number. The number goes down every time you kill someone, but then after that, the map opens up and you carry on and you keep going until all the aliens have been taken out in that room. And then there's another part that used to kill us all the time. That was so annoying because I think it was 4 people at a time you could have. You'd have 2 guys setting up the turrets because there were aliens coming down this corridor whilst the other 2 were defending you at the same time, and it was just so frigging hard. And it's such a shame that the servers aren't open for it now, because it would be an incredible game to play now.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they brought it back on backwards compat, so you can play the game, but you just can't do the online part of it. And I'm just so gutted. I remember playing it with friends of mine at the time, and we were just doing quotes from, they're coming out of the goddamn walls, get them! Hudson!
Get over here.
Them bastard trees.
Exactly. It's a really, really fun game, and then it's one that my friends who I did play it with say like, oh man, I really wish they brought it back. I really missed that game. So it's literally for just that mode. It was so cinematic and intense at the same time. So like I said, because when your guys are down, you can't revive them either. When they're down, and you can't replenish your health or anything until you go into the next room. So when you get the next room, you get ammo.
That sounds tough.
Yeah, you get ammo, you get meds and whatnot. So you literally have to cover one another.
Yeah. Wow, that's real.
But obviously you've got all the different types of weapons and stuff as well. But you're like, go, watch out! you got to try and get there before it doesn't get you.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a health system, but once it's down, you have to wait till you get to the next room to do it.
It's like the early form of Horde mode, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's what do you remember Colonial Marines came out 3 years after that?
Yeah.
See, that's what that game should have been.
Right.
But obviously it wasn't. It was a piece of shit. But never mind. Yeah, it was quick and easy. That's my 4. What's your number 4,
Nice.
sir?
Right, my number 4. Very different, and it is an online multiplayer.
Here it comes.
Just to let you know, guys, he's smiling at the same time. So it's got to be something Nintendo, Dragon
no,
Ball,
no.
or Pokemon related. Here we go.
I'm going to do a bit of Goku here, all right? But it is a multiplayer game. But I played it like co-op, and like all 4 of us on it.
Was it Fight Night?
No. Right, Overcooked. It's a multiplayer game. It's technically a multiplayer game, but not kind of the multiplayer games that you guys are thinking of.
I'd say it's enjoyable, more couch co-op, but If you played it online, you play. I've never played it online, so I can't judge it.
But how they can play online, I don't know, because that's nuts.
I was gonna,
dude, I would be shouting.
Mate,
Yes.
do you know what?
Yeah,
the reason why I have
frustrating
to
as
say it,
hell.
because it is a lot of fun. It's because we completed the first one. The second one came out, and I remember we got Jay involved, right? And Jay never plays video. You know, Big Jay. He never plays games.
Yeah.
And within the 2-3 levels, we were like pausing it and we were like making strategies. Okay, before I talk on, I'll explain. It's basically a cooking simulation game.
Yep.
And the levels are varied, and you know, every time you make anything from simple burger to like pasta, sushi, anything like that.
Yep.
And as the levels go on, it gets harder. Like the kitchen split up, or your drive, like, you know, you're on a vehicle and I don't know. It's where make it hard for you to cook.
It's like, imagine like this. So when Big G mentioned like cooking simulator, have you ever been to like a really busy restaurant and you see the waiters running around and you think, what's going on in the background? You're basically playing that. And you appreciate it, and you go to a restaurant now and you're eating and you're like, fuck, you know what, take your time, it's okay. I can wait because I experienced it.
Have you played Moving Out?
Yeah,
No, I want to.
Moving Out is so fun, dude. But I've nearly lost my firstborn to that game. I get so frustrated with her because you have to team and move it. Like, just move it the other way, 2 rounds. You know, put it down.
I really want to try that game out.
And then my wife has literally had to come in and like split us apart. It's just because I'm like, press X, pick it up. She's like coming in going, Anthony, she's 6 years old. I don't care.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It becomes.
That's why I couldn't do it. I can't imagine Overcooked online.
This is what I was
just
saying. Like I said, I haven't played it online, but it is online.
Yep.
But we played it over the couch, like 4-player. I think it's 4-player, 5.
4-player. Yeah.
Like, how can you do that? Like, because when we did it, like as I was saying earlier, we had a new player. Big J, he doesn't normally play it, and he was like very involved in this. And we were basically like, we had to pause it. And I remember you trying to take a Instagram picture, and we were actually formulating like strategies. Okay, you're gonna have to clean the plate.
You wash up, you cut, you take the plates over here.
That's what we were doing.
If you mess up, you end up running into each other, and there's like literally small space for 2 people to run.
And then we had to work out patterns of, okay, you have to go this way all the time, and when this changes, you go the other way. And it was like and if someone made a mistake, it was just like, what the fuck? Come on, come on.
It's insane.
Just like how you.
I think we need to do that game.
Definitely.
In the game
we
night.
need to do that.
I'll tell you what, I've actually got a video of us like formulating that. So me and Gal were talking about it. I think Gowdy was like walking around filming it, and we were talking like we were literally in a like boardroom meeting. I've never heard of something so serious.
I was like,
it was like
the board.
It was like,
you see the bin here,
go around
put the plates.
Someone cleaned the plates, damn it.
Oh, it was so good.
So
It's a lot of fun. Like I haven't like.
Have you played it online, Gal?
I don't want to. I think I'll break my controller.
I played it online.
That's the point of this episode. You played it online.
It's online, but you can't.
But have you played it online?
I have.
Then it shouldn't be in the top 5 if you haven't.
I have actually. I played it with Goku.
We played it, right?
Yes, we have.
On the Switch.
We have, yes.
Actually, we did.
Nice save.
But then again, see, me and Gar were in the same room. We could communicate with each other. But then to the other guys, you know, on the other, you know, whoever we were playing against, you literally have to just, first of all, you can make sure they speak the same language as you. And then the other thing, you've really got to kind of understand and talk to each other.
Mate,
it's the most like communicative.
I think
game.
luckily
Right?
I've just played a couple, and then luckily I've saved my controller.
yeah,
Because you can't. That game you can't.
It's so
It's impossible.
Yeah,
Because they could just do one like
Right, so I got just don't ever play with Axia. When she grows up, don't ever play with Axia. I feel bad for shouting at my kids.
Oh god! Was she crying afterwards?
No, yeah, but we made up.
Is that game 4 players as well? Or?
Moving Out is
yeah.
But no, we played Overcooked together as well.
You know what? We need to do it. We'll talk to it. We need to do a games night.
But
We'll do that. We'll do that.
I got frustrated with Overcooked, but when we got to Moving Out, I was just like, fucking hell, I can't do this. It's just like, my hair was falling out. I was getting that stressful with it. But that'll be good on 4 player, Moving Out. Get back as well.
I actually played that this morning. No,
Isn't
joke.
that-
No, wait, serious?
Because it's on Game Pass.
It's on the pass.
It's on the Game Pass.
Oh,
yes.
nice.
And the only thing,
Yeah,
I
we'll give that
wish
a go.
it was online. I don't understand. I went there thinking it was online because I think I put it on the group and I was like, yeah, and moving out. And he was like, yeah, I just downloaded it. I was playing with my kids. I remember you saying that. And I was like, I went in there thinking, oh, online. And it's not there. It's just the, the co-op thing.
Yeah.
But I'm sure with a future update, they're going to bring that online because that, and I know you're talking about Ant, is bloody frustrating. You're trying to carry an L-shaped couch out through a window.
Have you not played it? You
It's
said?
No, I
insane.
haven't played it. No.
Right, so
Okay.
it's obviously, if anyone hasn't played it, you're obviously moving stuff out and you put it into a moving
Right,
van.
yeah.
But when you get it in the van, you have to position it
Like
in the
Tetris.
van. Yeah, like Tetris. Because if you don't, then shit falls out and you get frustrated because you haven't turned the couch the other way or the TV's not up a certain way or whatnot. It is fucking infuriating. But I didn't realise there's actually a mode where on the options you can turn that off.
The
So
assist
like if you
mode.
put it into the van, it disappears, so you don't have to do
Yes.
Tetris.
Yes.
Good God. Good God. I kept my daughter happy with that mode. There was no shouting and nothing. I was like, I love you, child. So that, yeah, but yeah, it's not.
I want to check that out.
Overcooked
really-
is
Yeah, I
not
give that.
as
Is it the same
infuriating.
company
Yeah.
done by?
No, which is weird because you would have thought it was done by the same
You know
guys.
they looked at it. It's okay. How can
Yeah.
we make it our sort of?
Yeah.
It's clever. Why not?
Oh, yeah.
It's
Nice.
a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choice.
All right. So my number 4 is it's Battlefield 5, and again, it's another first-person kind of
Is
shooter.
that the recent one?
The recent one,
Yeah.
yes. So this is obviously like in the Call of Duty world, it's either you're a Battlefield player or you're a Call of Duty player, or you could be an in-between. So Battlefield 5, I remember watching the trailer when this came out because I played the previous Battlefields and, it's amazing. I'm just imagining John. Oh my God, he picked my game.
Do you know what? John would be listening to this right now going, do you know what? He's the son I never had.
He's actually writing his adoption papers right now. I'm officially John's son. He's like,
He's probably calling you dad. Look, I'm going to adopt you.
yeah. He's probably texting me.
You might as well start calling him dad.
Oh, dude, if he asked you to move in his new gaff, would you?
I think he will.
I'm going to make him happy.
That'd be
I'm gonna
amazing.
do it. Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
Yes.
Battlefield 5. Sorry.
Five.
This episode is literally just ripping on John
And me.
and your wife.
Yeah, Libby.
Not you.
Libby.
Sorry, sorry, Gregor.
So
5.
yeah, Battlefield 5. The reason, I picked Battlefield 5 because it's different from the Call of Duties because you can actually, it's a huge map, massive map, and you get to be infantry, you can be the medic, you can ride in airplanes, you can go in tanks. It's a proper battlefield simulation. What's
And
good
this is
about
old
number-
World War, is it still?
This is World War II now, yeah.
Okay.
So it was, I think the last 2 games before this were initially like, kind of modern day. And then they kind of brought, I think, no, then it was Battlefield 1, which was in World War 1, which has
Yes.
never been done before. That was an amazing game. I
That was a
remember-
good campaign, that
Did
game.
you play that?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, insane. The
Opening's
campaign.
heartbreaking.
Oh my God. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And, but number 5 also, the campaign was good, but the online was just insane. And when I first got my Xbox, this was one of the most played games on the Xbox, and I used to play it again every day. I used to come home and play it. And, good things come out of this because it's team based, so, the question about, online games being team based and from earlier,
yeah.
this is a prime example of it because when the trailer came out for it, they kind of highlighted that. It's like, this is what makes this game good is you can team up with your buddies and you can go out and play together and communicate and do that. And, you can do that on this game and just pure coincidence, I mean, I won't say it's coincidence, but it's kind of, I met these 2 guys from Germany and just pure coincidence, just playing with them and ended up being their friends. And we're on the point where we've actually seen each other in person. And it's like, we used to play religiously every single day. So, and Izzy actually listens to this podcast. So,
no way.
Yeah. Sorry. And Izzy and Max from Germany. So yeah, they've heard about
Oh,
this.
they're the
so shout out to
3%
them.
of my...
Yeah.
Oh, just
So
to
see that
let you know,
United,
we've got listeners in Indonesia as well, by the
Oh,
way.
wow.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm not joking, we really actually do.
And
Shout out to our
Ireland.
Indonesian
Oh,
friends.
Must apologise for the war.
Yeah. So yeah, Battlefield 5. Again, it's just team based. It's really,
The
you
maps are
you
now
have to-
massive, isn't it?
absolutely huge. And like, they've got this the engine, this destructible engine, is a dice engine or whatever. So you've got like these cathedrals and churches that can literally just come down on you, and it's just so cinematic. It's like literally playing like World War II movie. It's just really, really good. It's so fun. And again, it's like you can see, like with the guys that I play with, it's just you feel like you're in the battlefield with them, and like these guys, like they were learning English through speaking with me and stuff, and it was quite nice. And like now they're like, oh, we got to thank you, because you helped us speak. And I was like, we're thinking, the main reason we played this was the teamwork through the game, But exactly, so let alone this shooting and everything, it's just nice. It's just really really good.
I've got two questions for you. What's the difference between Battlefield and Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. That's actually a good question.
I always felt like the Battlefield was more realistic side to it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, Call of Duty went futuristic.
Yeah, very arcadey. Right?
And, when these games came out, it was just about World War.
Yeah, true.
And initially,
but didn't Call of Duty start out with World War?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then they kind of went away from. Then they went modern warfare. Then they went more futuristic with Black Ops and whatnot.
Exactly. So for example, with Call of Duty, you play as the one player, and you can decide to be a sniper or be infantry just by the weapons. But this one is you choose whether to be the sniper who has his own sets of weapons and gadgets, or you can be the infantry guy or the demolition expert or the pilot or whatever. So you're playing as an individual unit, like specialty class. Basically, you're playing as the class. So in this instance, when you're playing with your friends, like, again, you guys are gonna laugh your head off, take the piss out of this. I used to be the medic, right? So, but then I used to XP a lot playing that because. Imagine it's like 64 people on the battlefield and all lying down. You just go up and just incect them, and then you get XP for that. Then you can shoot them as well. So it's kind of cool.
Who does that?
Can you respawn now these ones?
Yes, you can. Yeah. So if you die, you can respawn.
Oh, so it's not realistic
See, this baffles me. 64 players. I mean, I remember when back in the day you needed a high-end PC just to get 4 people on a game, and now you can have up to 64 now. That's fucking incredible.
It's absolutely insane. It's like when you watch them fighting it out, it's like it's crazy. It's like,
as much as I appreciate the game, how realistic it is, I found it a lot more frustrating dying in that compared to Warzone.
Yeah,
just because
even though
it's too
big,
you're going to respawn. By the time I run from one end, I get sniped. Sniper does one thing.
Exactly.
Just like real life.
Damn it, I don't want it to be like real life. And I think that's why people prefer Call of Duty, because it's a lot faster and
it's fast paced.
It's not realistic, but
exactly, especially if you're a kid and you've got low attention span or whatever. You can really you can come in and out of games like that. But this one you have to play the whole game through. But if you've got time to do that, and for the more experienced and older gamers who've got time for that, then it's fine. It's really
that's how I've always seen Battlefield was more for the older generation,
the mature generation, isn't it?
I don't mean to say it like that, but you look at some of the players, and they are a lot older, a lot more mature.
Definitely,
John.
John is
to put that in there.
I was going to ask you, Call of.
Yeah, and what's the second part?
Second question.
I want to be like Ant.
Go on,
go for it.
Call of Duty or Battlefield?
Oh, why did you ask?
Why did you do it?
Why did you do it?
Don't be a traitor. Don't be a traitor.
I have to say Call of Duty.
Okay,
right. Don't tell anyone.
I always thought you were a Battlefield guy because
I played a bit more. And stuff.
Your friend
is
so how's Call of Duty won if you played more Battlefield?
The thing is,
he's made friends in Battlefield.
I think I've always played Call of Duty more and more and more. Like, for example, in succession, I've only played 3 Battlefield games, but I find my heart is with Call of Duty. That's the thing.
Don't you feel like Call of Duty is like rinse repeat?
That's basically it.
Now
right, so stop for a second. Is there a Call of Duty at 3, 2, 1?
Maybe.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if it isn't, then technically Battlefield
should be exactly.
Okay, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but that's a good question.
I personally thought you're
that.
a Battlefield guy.
Yeah, the thing is, well, if you think about it, Warzone now, it's kind of like Battlefield, almost. Like you're in the vehicles. One of you is a sniper. One of you can kind of be a medic. I mean, if they do the class thing. The new Modern Warfare, you can literally do that. They've got I think it's called Ground War, which is a big scale map and stuff. So they're trying to dig at Battlefield. It's not exactly Battlefield, but you can do those little things, but it's the little things like in Battlefield. For example, you can there'll be an update where you can literally go to the skies and have a dogfight with airplanes and stuff, which again John would really love. He loves this.
That is not
combat.
The son he never had.
I'm slowly beginning to believe that. Yeah. But Battlefield 5.
Good shout,
yeah,
man.
definitely.
Yeah. Good. Number 3, sir.
Okay.
So weird going first.
He's not ready, damn it.
My number 3 is World of Warcraft, I'm afraid. which is a old time game that.
Sorry, is this yours or Little G's list?
Well, we played most of we played
good,
similar
yeah.
games. That's why. Number 3 is World of Warcraft for me. For those of you who don't know it, it's an MMORPG. One of the
Define it.
define what?
Define.
That's insane.
Don't avoid the question, damn it, define it.
massive multiplayer online role playing game.
Now say it in an Indian accent.
Massive multiplayer online role playing game.
You got a nod as well.
Yeah, you can't see that. So it's,
Just to let you know, he's Asian, so it's not racist.
it is what it is. It's when did it get released? I was in the early 2000s. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
I would say so. Yeah,
Early 2000s, and ever since then they've had 10 expansions. It must have, yeah.
Well, they got
yeah.
What's the recent one? Have you seen this recent?
Battle of Azeroth, I think it is.
That sounds
The
so
Queen
epic.
is back. Or I don't know. I watched some cinematic and
So
I don't know,
the Lich King from
just-
the one
I
of the.
I just like
2004.
2004,
I've never
yeah.
I've played like I said when I was 10 levels, and I've watched loads of cinematics for it because it's so badass.
Yeah, it's just getting better and better.
Even the film is badass.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah, you've not seen it?
Released
Check it
the
out. It's good.
movie, yeah.
Yeah, so I think we started playing it in 2007, and we first started obviously with the trial. Me and Little G were just there, obviously I think the trial's up until level 20, and we must have been level 13, and we were just roaming this the Horde area by accident. We just somehow came across. Obviously, you got the Alliance and the Horde, and then obviously you got a bit of PvP. Then if you're there, they will start to kill you. And we came across this one guy that he was must have been level 40, and he was just literally helping us. He had a mount. He got off his mount and kind of escorted us out of the area,
Oh, what a nice guy.
helped us do this dungeon, and took us back to the city. And we were like, "Whoa, this guy's very nice."
Hark me, lords, and listen you well.
He protected
He
you.
protected. Yeah, we were like, "What does he want from us?"
Did he ride off into the distance after?
Yeah, he did.
You guys must have been. I know that.
That's
feeling.
why he did it, just for that last bit. Just to ride off in the distance.
You guys just saw him just walk off, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Damn, I want to be like him."
It was legit, yeah. And then that's when we
badass.
started. That's when we got the full game, and we actually.
And you're like these
started.
two little kids, just like
Just feels like some sort of
Yeah.
Gandalf sort of thing.
This was our backstory.
that's amazing.
On the second morning, look to the east.
Run, you fools.
So I think at this time there was when we started going full on in. I think that's when they just released the second expansion pack, which was the I forgot what it was called now. It's one they got Burning Crusade, and then they had obviously the Ice Kingdom with the Lich King.
Wasn't that your favorite?
And, that was our favorite one, and that's what they've reused in the latest one, which
Okay.
is a bit crap of them, to recycle the game. But yeah, no, it's the whole idea is the whole reason why we liked it was because of the raiding, and doing the dungeons and whatnot. And then obviously in the later content, you have these dungeons called mythic dungeons. So you have the same dungeon, but as you complete the mythic dungeon level 1, you'll get the key for the next level. So Mythic Dungeon 2, which will add a handicap, as if, you know how in Hive mode in Gears of War 5, you have the modifiers.
Mm-hmm.
You will get that as you progress through the Mythic Dungeon levels.
Oh, right.
And
Like a buff.
yeah, it's like a debuff.
Yeah.
Really. So the enemies will be
Right,
harder,
yeah.
and they will do more damage and whatnot. And that whole idea was just so cool for us. And obviously that was
So
towards the end.
challenging as well.
It's challenging, yeah. And you get better gear. Each gear has an item level, and the higher the item level, the better the stronger you're gonna get. And you use that in the raid and whatnot. And it's just I think that's what Destiny do a lot as well. Destiny 2, and that's where they get it from, the item levels.
Do you have campaign objectives? Is stuff you have to do? Can you
It's
do that,
more
or-
like quests.
Or do you just roam the land? Waiting?
Yeah, there is a main story, quests. Sorry,
Yeah,
main quests that you do that lead up to the final bosses and whatnot.
Okay.
It's not. There is a big lore behind this whole story. They have so much. It goes into detail,
A proper story.
Proper story.
it's
Yeah,
proper
I didn't get
in-depth.
into it.
You can go into
Into
it.
it if you want.
But like I said, it's like Little G said, like Kurd said, sorry, the story's not the main bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it is main,
Yeah,
but it's more about the things that he was explaining, like the raid
Sure.
and I don't know.
There's more.
Like
yeah,
you
there's
have,
so
you
much to
have
it.
so like let me go through like one of the first expansions. You have like an elf, the elven race, and basically one of the elves committed a sin within that race, so he got banished and ended up turning to like, let's say, essentially the dark side, and he was literally your final boss. And he was literally the blind guy with the double blade. You've seen him with the double blade called.
Everyone's seen it because if you've seen like World of Warcraft,
You
Yeah,
see it,
you
yeah.
recognize.
And that's
it's
basically one of
basically like
that's one
Lord
of the
of the
lore.
Rings. Like the story is so like vast.
That's
like
what it
you can
sounds.
get into
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like it's very overwhelming if you're gonna
It's
start now.
bye social life if you do.
yeah. I was gonna say,
you
bye.
can. Like,
What's that?
Yeah, there you go. See?
I remember before these guys picked it up, and I remember going to Curry's or Games. I can't remember at the time, and they
Yeah.
used to have the mad big boxes for
Yeah,
the PC, game.
game.
Oh,
and we
that's
always
so
would look
cool.
at, oh man, look at the mounts, man. The mount looks cool. That was always the thing that attracted me because
Yeah.
you know the idea of this. You got this whole open map, and you can just like fly off in this griffin, and like these guys have told there's a mounts like so rare. Like I remember,
Yeah.
little G
Really?
was hunting for this like thing to like if you got to kill this dragon in the air and it will drop it, and the drop rate is like 0.2 or something. It's
Wow.
ridiculous.
Ridiculous,
Some of the
yeah.
stuff in there is ridiculous. In the
It's like
game.
like one of the
That's
levels you need
insane.
a class called the Druid to actually get it, because
Yeah.
one of the items, one of the abilities that the Druid has will enable this boss to drop the mount, and it's just like it goes into detail quite a lot. There's a lot of
grinding, like not
yeah.
like grinding like you thinking, but like, it is,
I don't see nothing wrong.
yeah, like again, it's got the element of like you know showing off, sort of bragging, but
Yeah, bragging
without the
bragging
achievements,
rights.
but with
Bragging
like
rights,
showing
yeah.
your armor
Yeah.
and your your ride and stuff. It is cool, man.
I'm
It's-
quite intrigued to see
Wow.
what your number one is. This sounds epic. Just being a number 3.
yeah.
yeah, it could have been number one, but it's been so long since I played it, so
that's in your past.
And we,
I don't want to go back there.
we never go back to it.
yeah.
We were considering it, but I don't think we've got that much time now.
This is
We
it.
spent, I think, little G.
If you get if we go back and extend the furlough, then maybe you can
I got one more month next month. I got extended.
Oh, nice.
This last month would have been ideal.
It would have been, but
Yeah.
I would have missed out. I think you've seen the amount of games I've completed this month, past few months.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I would have
man,
missed
so
out on
much.
that.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think I'll go back to it. It's for another life.
Yeah, literally another life.
I was going to say, do it whilst you can, bro.
No, it was an amazing game. No, I wouldn't go back to it. I think a lot of people do use it as a socializing, like way of socializing. They literally go into the game, say
Yeah.
good morning to the guild and whatnot, and just
Wow.
Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, it's very like I heard. It's just these epic stories. I
community
would see
stories.
the community is
It is.
really close. I remember there was this actually really touching story. Like one of the characters had died, and they had an online funeral.
Yeah, I
and
remember
it was an open funeral. All these characters turned up, and it was
It's
emotional.
ridiculous, isn't it?
When
I
you
mean,
hear
it's,
that,
I'm
you
not
think,
saying as a diss, so
whoa.
that's amazing.
it's
That's
amazing
just-
that it goes that they will go that far for
They'll
it.
go that far for it, yeah, because it's like these guys are your life. Like like you're pretty much like you said, they're waking up in the morning. It's like saying hi to your wife, but you're saying hi to these characters.
Don't they have like a
Just not G's wife.
don't they have like online support? The online support is pretty
Amazing,
sick.
yeah.
Serious?
Like I think for each server they have like a guild master. I call it GM.
Guild master.
You're on tech support as a guild master.
Yeah. No. Sorry, they're not guild master, game master.
Okay.
So he'll be in charge for that server.
Okay.
And then whatever
Imagine that. Hi, my name's Bob. I'm your guild master today.
game master. So you'll send
What's the
them
password?
So you have a game master, and he'll obviously resolve whatever any issues you have or whatnot.
Wow.
And there was a lot of scamming going in back
Yeah.
in the during those times. So,
Oh, really?
yeah. Like I think I had like a year gap from it, and all my stuff were gone from the game. I just like sent it like a ticket to him, and he just sent it all back to my mail. He just checked it after a couple of years, I think it was.
That's insane.
Mm. So yeah, the customer support there is on point. I think they need to be, because you're paying that much. You're paying like a monthly subscription for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that's World of Warcraft. Let me not bore you guys anymore.
No, it's interesting. It's
That is so
like
interesting.
for like
Yeah.
gamers like us is different. Like we've I have played it, but I've never delved deep into these.
Yeah.
It's good to know like
Definitely.
there's something like that out there, isn't it?
Yeah, no,
interesting.
it's a different type. It's a different kind of game.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Nice.
So my number 3. Before I get to number 3, I completely forgot. Just going back to number 4 with Alien vs Predator. There's a game coming out soon which is very similar to the Horde mode. That's I was explaining to, and it's called GTFO. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
GTFO, this rings a bell. I saw this on IGN or something like that.
So basically, it's on the PC at the moment. It's an early beta. Does anyone know what GTFO stands for? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Right. And it practically is a bunch of people in the depths of caves and underground labs, all that sort of stuff, being attacked by aliens, but they're behind doors, and you have to tactically figure out how you're going to get through this door and take out alien stuff. It looks incredible. I cannot wait for it.
That sounds fun.
It looks like a lot of fun. I just hope it's not going to be a PC exclusive, because it should be. It'll be a good game to all team up and give a go. It'd be really cool. Anyway, number 3. My number 3 is something we played recently and is also during lockdown, and that's Dead by Daylight.
Yes.
Absolutely freaking love that game.
Oh my God.
I have not enjoyed an online game in ages. I mean, I remember mentioning this to you before, years before we did lockdown, and got everyone to buy it as well, didn't we, at one point?
We never got onto it.
But we just never got to it. I looked it up and this would be really cool if we do this, do that. I think I played it online with other people, but it's not as fun. I don't think it's one of those games that's better with your friends than it is with other people.
100%.
I think it could be quite
100%.
terrifying if you play it with other people.
Because you don't know what.
You make it terrifying.
But if you play with mates, then you go, "Oh, guys, he's over there! The fucker trying to get me."
But say when you're the killer, you don't make a sound. So we don't know
I don't even put on mute either. I literally just stay quiet.
I can't do that. I'll be giggling.
Yeah, because we were talking about this on the horror games episode, didn't we? And we were saying like how
You brought it up. In your top 10.
It was in my top 10, yeah. And, oh man, it's just, like you said, like one of you is basically the guy who goes around and killing everyone, and the others have got to try and escape. And that's it. That's basically
that's the premise of it,
That's the
pretty
premise
much.
of it.
Yeah, the good guys basically, again, like Goku says, it's like if you've never played it, it's a 5-player based game. So one's a monster or killer, whatever, and the other 4 are just normal teenagers that, like in a horror movie, for example, that have to try and restart a generator, but whilst being hunted by a monster or a killer at the same time. And it's quite intense. I mean, it's just, it's like,
Wow.
Especially for the survivors.
Especially if you've got the DLC characters and you end up being someone like Leatherface or, Stranger Things, for example, the Demogorgon and whatnot. And it's just a lot of fun. And it's just, I love that part where you're sneaking around, but then you hear the dun 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 dun. And like, he's close by somewhere, and then all of a sudden, and it's just, I love how like you pin them against on the hook, and then you're like, guys come and save me. You're like, fuck you, I'm out of here. Thanks for that, dude.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, it's just so much fun. I mean, it's such a, again, it's back to being simple but fun, isn't it? At the end of the day, isn't it?
It's the amount of times I scream in that game is
it doesn't even need another mode. I'm happy with just different types of people or different background, but just keep the same. It's not broken.
I reckon
Don't
they
fix
might
it.
need to tweak. Like it's always generators. Maybe tweak it doing something else. Maybe,
Like
but I don't know.
But it makes sense if it's generators because you have to open up the gate, so it powers up the gate, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think. No, it was generators. No, because we did the Halloween one when it was on a street, wasn't it? But it still was generators, wasn't it? At the end of the day,
all of them are generators.
Yeah. But yeah,
it's so fun. It's like there's so many stories we can talk about. It's like, for example, what I love about Andy is like we'll play the game and he'll reveal us like a character from a horror movie franchise, right? And that would be scary because you don't know who this character is going to be, and he'll be hiding there in a bush. Leatherface coming with a chainsaw, like, oh my god, it's Leatherface!
That is the only time I've heard Scourge scream so much is when I was Leatherface.
Oh my god, it's incredible.
I just love hearing people's reactions. Get away! Leave me alone.
The Nash do the best.
No, my name is Nev. He does that.
I've never heard noises like that come from him.
He's just cannon fodder, really, isn't he? Poor Jay. But yeah, again, it's so much fun and simple.
Exactly, again, a simple game.
I like the way I like how they've added so much like content to it. Well, it's not massive content.
And it's still adding though.
And it's still adding. What was the most recent one?
Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
And he was last month or so.
Yeah.
What was the one John was saying last night?
I don't know what he talks about. I mean, he's like, it's got crossplay, but apparently it doesn't have half the DLC. So that seems very odd to me personally.
Oh man, I really wanted to play that day. You know that.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I'm sure we'll play again soon, though.
Yeah. It's always tomorrow.
There's always, exactly. There's always another day.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'll go back to that. And if anyone said, like, I want a quick game of it, let's do it.
Yeah.
I've got Pyramid Head, by the way, so. Like,
Have you?
Yeah.
I ain't playing that.
That's why I wanted to play it
as well. Does that mean we need to get it as well?
No. So, but that's that's why I like Dead by Daylight. So, if one person has the character, you guys can share the map still, even though it comes with the map. So, like when I bought the Michael Myers one,
wow,
you guys were still on the map for Haddonfield.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
And that's what I like about it, because certain DLCs, going back to Gears of War, I remember one time there was an add-on for Gears 3.
And we tried to...
And
play,
yeah, that's right. And because you guys didn't have it, we couldn't do that map, which was annoying. But that's what I love about Dead by Daylight. So again, one of us could have just bought Stranger Things one. We all would have been on the map, but obviously you all wouldn't have been the chance to be the Demogorgon or anything. So I think that's really, really cool that they do that. They don't kick you out because you haven't bought the DLC.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, if you want the character, obviously you pay for it, but I love how you can share the map as well. It's just very, very, very clever.
Yeah, that's
a good way to do it.
Definitely.
I'm interested to see if the crossplay works.
Yes.
It's not, man. Someone needs to... I think before we do play with him, I think someone needs to go on and just test it, because otherwise it's not working. Maybe my RAM is too low or something.
It'll come up with something like, I can't hear you or something like that.
It's overheating or some bullshit, I don't know.
Yeah. Needs to get a new cooler. So yeah, that's my number 3. Easy one. Go. What's your number 3?
My one is... I'm not sure you're going to agree with this, I think, because when your experience was quite bad in this. Monster Hunter World.
Okay.
I loved it. So for those of you that are listening, basically Monster Hunter is basically like
Pokemon?
No, it's not. It's a game released by Capcom. It's actually a big franchise, one of their big releases. Basically, you're in a world where it's like overrun by monsters, and you go out into maps and hunting monsters. That's it, and you basically hunt them down and crave like, if you knock the monsters like jaw off or teeth off, you can use it to build your armor, weapons, blah blah blah. Rinse, repeat.
So you're essentially a poacher.
Yeah, it is.
What example are you setting to these people?
I know what you're getting at, but no. But,
I'm trying to ruin his favourite game.
But I had a lot of fun because it is very different to your multiplayer. I think I played the previous ones where it was more like it did have online elements on it, but this is the one where you can proper go in free players.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can play it solo if you wanted to, and if you do choose to play online, the enemies will be modified, so it's slightly difficult. So
make it more harder.
So it's really kind of balanced in that way.
Yeah, it is quite hard as well, because they've got loads of different weapon variations. Like you can have 2 swords, big heavy swords, and some of them really funky ones. Like what's the one that G likes? The axe that morphs. No, is it the?
It's like a power hammer, isn't it?
That's it.
It's like a big hammer. And it's
they got all these funky sort of weapons, really cool, and obviously they got different stages of upgradable. Obviously, the more monsters, the more stronger enemies that you encounter, it has a different level of weapons that you can craft in the game, and it goes this quite in depth, because you got this garden area where you can plant stuff and fertilizers to grow
your plants
and stuff, and you can essentially go into levels, buffing yourself up, and obviously there's a cooking mechanic into it as well. So you cook, you can eat before you go into your hunt, so it gives you a buff, but then go into the game and cook the meat that you hunt there. It goes really deep. I enjoyed it a lot, and I played it with my bros, and it was really good. But it's a shame, because I think I played it with Ant. And Ant got it recently. I think I should have let him play it first on his own, and then played it. I think he had a little bad time with it.
I mean, it's not that. I mean, I did the same with Fallout and The Witcher 3. So I will go back and I will play it again, and I probably will really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think because when you were trying to do it, because you were trying to obviously skip everything and trying to
play together.
Yeah, because I had to do certain parts and try and rush it so I can get to be with you guys.
That's because I forgot it does a little tutorial bit. and it's
At the
quite
beginning.
important. Like slowly introduce you into it, and then he had
There's
to
quite a
skip all
lot
that.
to actually remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I should have given him like a day or two just to play it, and then we'll jump in.
Instead of on the mic going, hurry the fuck up.
The game does have a lot of in-game replayability, doesn't
man.
it? Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
really?
if it was. I think it's the first one. I think the previous ones were always on the DS. I'm not 100% sure. This is like the first sort of
console.
big console release.
This is the one I actually
Yeah.
got into because I never did get into the DS one.
Yeah, the
before.
DS was amazing, man. It's just it's technically the same, but
It's the same, yeah.
but
Yeah.
the monsters are like always like these sort of prehistoric. Like dinosaurs, some are like
Yeah,
these
so-
flying dragons.
It's
so
all like
unique,
made
yeah.
up, but it's kind of like
Yeah,
based on real life.
That's it. Every
stuff, yeah.
every animal you come across is like different, and the animation's different as well, and the way you attack them, and you can mount them, and then like hack them off. And,
Mount that
so
beast.
cool.
yeah, it's I don't think it's for everyone, but
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, and
Yeah, wow.
I think it was on the Nintendo.
Is it on the Switch? Is it
No,
on
no,
the Switch?
no,
There's a new one coming now.
Yeah,
isn't there?
there's on being released for the Nintendo Switch called Monster Hunter Rise, and also Monster Hunter Stories. I'm looking forward to that.
That has more campaigning?
The
same
story,
thing.
the story is more like RPG. It looks like what I looked on the trailer.
Yeah.
But the Rise is like a completely new Monster Hunter game.
Oh, wow,
For
okay.
the Switch only, where the Monster Hunter world was for the Xbox and PlayStation.
Nice. So you play your character, you can upgrade your character as well.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
guessing.
So
Cosmetics and stuff.
So you
or
get to
like-
create him
yeah.
from the beginning, and then
Okay.
obviously as you go on, like I said, like you've got your first sort of monster you hunt, and then you can keep hunting him until you get all the parts for your weapon. So for every creature that you encounter, they have their own set of armors. So you have to farm them, like keep killing them. And for every weapons, you can get like
So like
really
certain creatures, you will need to get the horn of the enemy, but you don't just kill him normally. You would have to make sure you break the horn. So make sure you attack his head
That's
for him to drop the horn.
interesting. Okay.
Same with the tail. You need to break off his tail to get a certain
to get
part,
part
from.
of
Yeah.
his, in order to use that
Yeah.
part.
yeah,
That's
and you can not
cool,
just to
wow.
kill him because you're
Yeah.
essentially a hunter. You can always capture them as well.
right.
And if you capture it, you learn more stuff about it and stuff. But yeah, it goes in deep. It is pretty cool.
Does it have like like in Pokemon the Pokedex? Does it have like that? And it kind of explains.
It's more of a
That's
beastry.
more-
Beastry, is that?
Yeah,
Beastry.
beastry.
Oh,
Beastry,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Beastry.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Pokédex. We don't do Pokemon. Hey?
Get the hell out of here.
Would you guys just like a Pokemon episode? At some point?
That's what I'm implying.
Fuck's sake.
Yes. Please. I'll be all over that.
The beginning theme tune will be like.
Yes.
Pokemon.
No, you have to do that. No,
Yeah.
if you do that, you have to put, oh my God.
I'll tell you what.
I will lose my nut.
I'll put a poll on the webpage, and if people vote for it, then you can have it, right?
Dude, you have to.
If it gets like more than 50 likes, you can have it.
All right.
It'd
I'll
just be
bring my
big
Pikachu shoes.
Pika, Pika. I wanna be
I'll just sit aside. And I'll
Dude,
tell you
no,
what,
honestly, you have to.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll sit aside, and you can host that episode. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, shake it now.
Yes.
They shook on it, guys.
Right.
They shook
No
on it.
more talk about
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Oh, right.
Online games, go.
No, let's do it. All right, so next one. This is number 3 for me.
Yes.
And it's you'd be surprised at this one because it's actually Fallout 76. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Very nice.
The broken
I'll
piece
tell
of
you
shit that no one thought they'd ever play.
basically, and guess what? They fixed it. They
Have
have.
they?
Actually?
Do you know what? They've
He
actually
has
fixed
been
it.
playing it recently. Yeah.
I'll tell you something they have. I think when it first came out, we all saw the trailer.
was rushed,
we were like,
innit?
yes, it was rushed. And, the whole, they just, it's the first time I think Bethesda went into the whole, 100% online thing, and they, for them, they learned so much, from all their mistakes, right? So it was a flawed launch. Yeah, we all know that. Messed up. But they built the game. I think this was, okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this on a previous episode. When I got the Xbox for the first time, it was a special edition Robot White, and it came with it pre-installed. So I thought, okay, it'll be a good way to, get the game and play it and stuff, and being a Fallout fan. And by that point, I think it'd been about a year after it got released. So already they'd fixed things in the game. And what makes it different, this is one thing that it's still I didn't, like about it is that, the previous games, like, you know, you've all played Fallout. Everyone has played Fallout. So, you know, you have the NPCs and you can talk to them and, you know, you can give
They've
them
added them now,
choices.
though.
Now they've added them, yes,
Wow.
with a new update.
I think that's what it was lacking.
That's what it was lacking.
Why
And
didn't
the
they do
game,
that from the beginning?
exactly. And I'm telling you, for guys who are playing it for the first time now, it's like, it's going to to be an amazing game. You know?
Man, I wanna
it's
play
just
it
such
now,
a shame.
you know that.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
really.
because I was like, I actually reloaded it because it was on the pass,
Yes.
and I was like, should I give this a go or not? Am I ready for Fallout
Please,
again?
let's do this. We'll play together.
I say we
Alright,
play it.
everyone
That
get-
does a game
okay.
we can play
How many
together.
players is
Yes.
that? How many players?
So, do you know? You can. I think it's up
Online.
to 6 players. It's
There's like
online.
as many as you
No,
want.
as in in a group.
As a party.
As a party.
Actually, no.
as a party. A loser.
Yeah, because me and Little G were playing that for quite a bit, and it was pretty good.
Us four should do that.
Yeah.
Man.
G.
We should
Yeah.
pick a day just do that.
Well, you
It's
like
so
complaining about
fun.
Dead by Daylight just now. Now you want to play
I
that?
didn't say that. I was down for that day. I didn't
He wants to play because he's been on Outer Worlds
Yeah,
recently.
man.
Our worlds, yeah.
Going off topic,
Which is very
good,
similar,
man.
isn't
It's
it?
really
It's a
good.
great-
If you like
great game.
Fallout,
Yeah.
oh man,
It's like-
I'm addicted to it.
It's like the space version.
I'm thinking
of it,
about it
isn't
right now. It's
Gonna
so
go
good.
home and-
All right.
Seriously, no,
keep it in your
seriously.
pants.
All right, calm down. Jesus. Good thing there's a table here.
Such a loser.
Yeah, but yeah, Fallout 76. Yeah, the online in it is at first it was a bit daunting. You know, you come out of the vault and you know you see other players in the distance, but they are it's loyal. Like you know, you get some players obviously like, who go out and just kill you, or whatever. But I haven't really experienced that. People are there to help you. You know, these other vault dwellers, and that's what makes it interesting because you're by yourself and you feel this kind of like this solitude, and most of the time you're by yourself. And when you see another character, you get excited and you run up to each other and you trade things and you find out that these guys will help you to go on quests and to defeat these big like you know monsters or whatever. Sorry, and you know it's just yeah, it's really like it's actually awesome. And as a Fallout fan, they've built on it, they've made it better, and yeah, there's so much more to it. The reason why it would be in my top 3 is because, come to think of it now, I can't wait to just put it on and just play it. I was playing it this morning, you know, and I went on and I was thinking about this. I was like, okay, it was 11:30 and I was playing with this American guy. So technically it would be like 6:30 in the morning and this guy from America's playing and he's talking to me and I didn't have my headphones on. Yeah, and we're helping, you know, he was helping me out doing a mission and, you know, we kind of did it together and then we found this other guy and there's a Brotherhood of Steel guy and he was joining us and we all went out and we kind of, you know, went into this canyon and did a mission together. And it was just
I can imagine
amazing.
the conversation with you two. It's like, oh, you're America, isn't it? Like 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I don't sleep, bro. And he's like, do you know what? I could prescribe you something.
Sleeping pills. Yeah. So,
He's like those
I'm
random
actually
characters
thinking
who
about
actually want to talk to you.
Yeah,
don't they?
what a loser. No, but in
Yeah.
that game they had
He's
like
like, here's a med kit. Now go to sleep.
no. In that game it's be have a nuclear quantum.
Ah,
yeah,
that's it, yes, Nuka
that's
Quantum,
it, Nuka
yes.
Quantum. Oh, mate, yeah, a bit like the relentless drink I'm
Yeah.
drinking right now. Yeah,
But in that
It's
game
just not glowing as much.
yeah, exactly.
they had like
Yeah.
a nuke zone where they had like
Yeah.
PvP, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah. So this is actually really cool. Like randomly, you'll pick like a zone, and you'd hear this like siren go off, and you have to vacate the area because a nuke's about to go off. So it's crazy. I remember the one time there was 6 of us, and we just stood there for a few seconds, and we just scattered. You know, all went in like different directions, and like you see this mushroom cloud in the distance, and then
Whoa.
you see even now they've added update. We can see the wind. It kind of
Whoa,
that
no
kind
way.
of after. Yeah.
I'm
that's
seriously
really
like
cool.
going to reload this
Oh,
now.
you sold it to us
serious.
very well.
I'm telling you guys. It's
But
really
I think
good.
I might
And
stop
with
my
the-
game and go onto this now.
No, you seriously should, because like with the NPCs, like the missions they've got now, it's really it's like playing.
So
Fallout.
it's essentially
They
a
perfected
normal
it.
Fallout game, but
Yeah.
online.
That's basically
You
it.
could do the quest
Yes.
together.
Like,
You can do the quest together.
what if was
Yeah.
it stopping? Like, can I turn off the multiplayer? Because I don't want idiots to come like killing me.
That's the thing. I think on the new update you can have a private world to do it.
Right, yeah, okay.
But-
As long as they got, because I don't want
Exactly.
Like,
No,
I don't
but I-
mind it,
That
but
sort of defeats the purpose. though.
Yeah.
no, but I don't mind
Yeah.
it. But
I
it's just
think-
annoying if someone.
I think you only
Yeah.
I think you could turn off the PvP, like the what was it called, PvP. You could turn it off.
Right.
I don't think you have to engage, because we did come across quite a lot of players.
So,
We didn't-
okay,
I don't think we ever fought them.
So I'll come
no,
across
no,
normal
no.
people, but they won't attack me. They can't attack me.
As
No,
in
no.
players.
Yeah.
You talk about, yeah, I don't think they can
Oh, that's
take it like
alright.
that.
No, yeah, it's like
Well, okay.
passive.
Oh, well, you can only talk-
But if you see a ghoul come to you, mate, shoot that fucking thing.
yeah, exactly. Oh my god.
Well, I think we should do
Go
it.
for the limbs.
No, definitely go for limbs. Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
install that tonight.
with the VAT system.
do it, bro.
Yeah, that is so
But
cool.
you got a
So
massive game you're
useful.
playing, Witcher. So
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm enjoying it so
I'll
much.
complete
man.
that, dude.
Oh,
Trust
mate.
me.
Which is amazing.
It's
Yeah.
Oh,
5 years late, but
And I'm so glad you.
care.
I'm
I'm
so
sorry,
glad
I
you've
don't
finally
care.
done the Origin box as well. I'm so proud
Oh
of you.
yeah, I know, man. See,
Yeah.
see, thank God I'm out of World of Warcraft now.
You've seen the
Yeah,
light.
because because
Yeah, I
if you
missed
played World of Warcraft, you would have missed that, and obviously
Oh, I did,
it was the case.
yeah.
wasn't it?
We're talking about Black Mesa as well.
that's what he was. That's
Yeah.
the game he was.
That's
talking
the
about.
fan remake of it. Of
Yeah,
the
and
first one.
they approved it, didn't they?
Wow.
Oh wow. Well,
Amazing.
So Fallout
Amazing.
76.
yeah, Fallout 76.
Yeah, Fallout 76, definitely. Yeah, that's one to to
We're definitely doing
I'm
it.
so happy.
We go
you
off
guys
track
are
so
getting-
much on this
Oh, no.
podcast.
That's what it's all about.
So
That's what it's all about.
you're number 2, sir.
My number
Down to the
2
final 2.
Wow.
It's another battle royale game. It is Call of Duty Warzone.
Oh my god.
I knew it was going to be.
Yeah,
in
and
there.
it
I knew it was
had to be in there, man. I
Had to
played
be.
it so much.
Oh my
Me, Goku, Little G.
Yeah.
Sometime now.
Has anyone else got Warzone in there? Because then you can join in
Yeah.
on this.
No.
Yeah. No.
No?
You sure?
No.
Well, yeah, it's another battle royale game.
Yep.
Again, you can play it as team of 4, which is what they originally released. Then they added, you can do a team of 3, do duos, or you can play solo now. I don't know if you still can play solo. I just love the game, it's simply just Call of Duty, just shooting up, 100 people?
Yeah.
Just running around, looting everything, trying to get the money to save up for that. You're trying to aim to get a loadout box, and what you do with the loadout box is essentially a care package that drops in, and you can actually get the weapons that you preload up from your loadouts as if you're playing from online. So say if I've got like custom P90 with the silencer, I can get that with all my perks, and that's what you want to be doing, because you can, with the perks, you can run faster, you can like be undetectable by UAV. And,
You sound like
yeah.
a pro, man. It's
yeah, no, I could go on.
this is like, wow.
Goku knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like, so you know when you're playing Warzone, you like any Warzone, battle royale game, you go into the game naked. Like literally,
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
to forage for items. So when a loadout box comes, right, it's like these are, like you said, in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
So people who played like Call of Duty multiplayer, it's like the weapons you have on that, which could be like heavily XP. You can use those weapons. So that's
There's
why
like
when it
a
comes,
ultra buff. Sort of.
Yeah, so like you can get a
Yeah,
sniper. So
yeah.
like you can find like a good sniper, but it won't be as good because you would have the attachment. You have like an extra support to give like better
improve
accuracy
your
and
aim
whatnot.
and accuracy.
And yeah, no, you can drive helicopters. Go on top of like the cell tower. Snipe people.
Yeah.
As the cloud gets in, it's just you're just trying to hide.
One really
It's
good
crazy.
thing about the crossplay, because
Oh, yeah,
was-
I'm really glad they did
because
that.
I was
happy.
playing Persona, and my boys that were playing Call of Duty, they were like, "Oh, come! Why are you always playing this rubbish game? Can I come?" I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, you weirdo.
I said, "All right, hold on. I don't
Hey,
have,
that was a good game.
I don't have. I don't have it on the PS, but I've got it on the PC. Is it Gaudi's one?
Yeah, got
And check this out though. And I logged in, and we all got a game in. I think they were playing Team Deathmatch, not the Warzone.
Oh, the actual
And
online game.
On the
Oh.
PC, I got like a shitload of kills, man.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, like it
Congrats.
was so like
Yeah.
easy, like getting kills. Really, normally I would be like, shit. I got like 12 kills and shit like that.
you play a lot better
It
on
was,
PC.
I don't know if maybe Gaudi's setting was so like it was proper good, man.
Yeah, on the mouse,
Yeah,
isn't it? With
yeah.
the-
But yeah, I'm just saying, just talking about the.
But the crossplay, yeah, I'm
crossplay
glad
was
they
really
actually
good.
did that. I'm surprised they did that
Yeah.
because I don't think
It was just like simple, like I don't have the I don't have it on the
Yeah.
Xbox. So but you got it on the PC.
that's
So,
what,
yeah, let's do
that's
it.
what we did with
Yeah.
Goku because he
Because-
downloaded it on his PlayStation.
So I had it originally on the
Yeah.
PlayStation, but I'll be playing with the guys who had it on the
Xbox.
Xbox
That's so
and
cool.
stuff. And would
Why did we
communicate. They
find
had
it
their
so
own-
easy and John takes years? I mean, you just got a normal PC.
No comment.
Literally
It's meant to be the
shrugs
most
on
powerful out of all of them as well.
Literally.
I think
Yeah.
that was one of the games we actually paid for the battle pass in game microtransaction
Makes me want to go
Yeah.
back to it.
because you can play as Price Ghost.
Oh.
Like you get different. We ended up getting the British SAS. Isn't
Oh
it?
yeah. So there's
yeah.
a new update where you can play as like the the actual, like, what do you call them, like special ops from each country. So you can play as the current SAS, and stuff like that. It's really cool.
How was
Yeah.
the campaign in that? Is it good? Did you do that?
This is like a little bit. So the Modern Warfare campaign. We'll probably talk about this when we do our our first person shooters. But again, John will agree with this. But it's absolutely terrific. Like so good.
Oh,
like
sorry, is
absolutely
it on-
realistic. Yeah.
Have I
No.
Oh, right.
No,
okay.
it's not. Funny enough, so it's
right.
you know
It'll
it's
be
still,
part of
it's
the different
like,
episode.
Because we
Yeah.
got the free version, and none of us played. I think.
Yeah.
Gaudi
I know.
got
Gaudi's got it, but he's only done online.
I might give it a go. Is it on his PC?
It's on his PC, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah,
still
you can just
log
story
in on my file?
You should be able to.
Okay, I'll give it
Yeah,
a
yeah.
Well-
But Kedge, what I mean, because it's online Warzone. Yeah, like why? It's number 2, right? So,
Yeah, 'cause
yeah,
it's-
amazing, surprising.
It's just
yeah,
you know that feeling of coming first, man.
I know.
It's just intense. When that bubble just gets to like I don't know, just like within yards,
And it
you're
kinda
just running
gets
around hiding behind a
smaller.
wall, and
Yeah.
the enemy is just on the other side of the wall, and you're like, I don't want to run out because you're gonna die, especially if you're playing solo. But
you still run out and
still
kill
run.
it. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what
You
you
got to run,
Yeah.
and then while you're running, you got to crouch, so you're sliding.
Yeah.
So it's not
Yeah.
just
Going
you're not
down.
running
I
head straight
just
on.
feel like when I'm with these guys and they're like, all right, Gal, stay in this house. We're going to go out and check if it's safe. And I'm like, all right, cool.
and you just hide in the cupboard.
And I'm like,
of the
there's someone
house.
coming on there's someone coming on the right hand side.
You're right, not left,
And
right.
all right, hold on, stay here, I'll go.
I'll grab the skull and come back.
Legend. Fucking legend.
Oh yeah,
It was on Legend Mode.
Amazing.
Legendary mode.
But I think lockdown really made us play. I mean, even just like seeing how many other people were playing that game and just going online.
It came out at
always
the right time,
guaranteed
wasn't
a
it?
This is
match.
what I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't really like I don't play the online stuff, and it's a good thing I didn't because I have
Yeah.
got through so many games during lockdown.
Yeah,
I know.
Because if I
Yeah.
did, I wouldn't even be touching those games. So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm kind of lucky I haven't touched Warzone, to be honest.
mate.
So-
Give it a go. It can be addictive, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, if
Give
you
it-
have a, like,
Yes.
I had a good experience with it.
Because we're playing as
Yeah.
a group,
Whereas
innit?
Fortnite, I didn't, so then I was like off it. Like thinking back now, I was like, I want to go back to it. So if you have a good experience on it, you might like it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, that's my number 2.
I think Fallout 76 is calling me more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
yes.
We should.
Oh,
We'll
mate.
be on that.
Definitely.
I'm on that.
Oh,
I'm gonna
only
have
downside to Call of Duty, I would say, is
Yeah.
the massive updates size. It's
Oh,
like, oh
yeah.
my god!
Have you guys heard about this?
Oh, yeah, I've
It
seen
comes
this,
up to
yeah.
like 200 gig now.
TikTok rips the piss out of it so much.
Yeah. It's like every time again you go on the game and you're getting ready to play with your guys, you're going on, and then there's a ridiculous
Yeah.
update, it's like 20 gigabytes.
So say if you're playing
More
like a
than
game
that.
night for 7
More than-
o'clock,
yes.
they
Yeah.
release an update and you'll end
Why
up.
is it so big?
That's what she said.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. It's just for the map size, loading screens. Apparently, they were updating loading screens, and
I really don't get
I
why.
don't
It's
get.
not like
I don't
any
get
other
why.
game.
I can't even explain it.
Yeah,
I know the
it's-
latest update because they have a stadium in the level, but now you can actually enter the stadium.
Go inside.
they have, like, so
and
much
stuff
loot.
like that.
They've got this
Yeah.
train that goes
Yeah,
around.
now they got the
right?
train as well.
See,
Like,
I've seen
thanks
a
to
really-
Apex Legends.
I've
You
seen
said that like 4 times already.
No, but in this one, this is what I was going to talk to you earlier. That all these guys got lined up tanks to block the train off.
Oh, no
It was
way.
kind of epic. They were
And-
like working together. Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't know who showed me this.
Does it work?
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. They stopped it.
Oh, they saw the train.
Yeah.
Nice.
they stopped the train because of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow!
They were just,
Interesting.
I don't know how they not got killed, but there was like 5 or 6 times just getting.
Surprised the company didn't ban them or something for that.
Yeah.
You can't do it. It's part of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Good
Choice. Good
choice.
choice. Mine's going to be very short and sweet. Let's go back to the year 2005. Okay.
The year was 2005.
The year was 2005.
Do it closer, please.
And basically, it's not on a PC. It's on the original first ever Xbox that came out,
Nice.
right?
Oh,
so
wow.
this was the generation where Xbox Live was coming in. You had Halo 2. Everyone was buying it to play Halo 2, whatnot.
Yeah.
But not me. I had to be different, didn't I?
Oh.
So my first ever online game, as well as a reason for buying Xbox Live, was Unreal Championship 2.
yes.
Lion Dree Conflict,
Oh, wow.
which was the one with the Egyptian style.
Yeah,
That's best.
Okay.
Yes,
That
yes.
was-
Amazing.
We got that.
Absolutely frigging
we
love
didn't pl-
that game.
I don't think we played
Jesus.
online for that though. We didn't have Xbox
We
Live
just
at the
played
time.
like,
Oh.
Yeah, because that was
Okay.
the first time Unreal done it first and third person as well.
I'm so glad you had that in your
Yeah.
list. You
Yeah.
know that. Oh,
They need to
Because
re-
you mentioned Unreal earlier. It's like, fuck, please don't say Unreal Championship 2 because that's mine.
No, you're lucky I didn't play online.
But no, that was amazing. Unreal Tournament, it's got such a good history to it, and it's very underrated. It's done by the guy who made the Gears of War franchise, Cliff Klebinski. And it's also the multiplayer game that created the double kill, Slayer,
Oh,
and
wow.
headshots and multi-kill.
Overkill.
It was all Unreal Tournament. It wasn't Halo or anything. Halo obviously took it from Unreal Tournament.
But that was all different, though, isn't it? That game, because obviously you said it's set an Egyptian sort of.
That's right, yeah. That's what I loved about it. I loved the theme to it because they brought melee attacks to it. It was the first one to do melee attacks.
You had I just remember the Anubis guy with the double.
That's right, with the staff and everything. Yeah.
But do they still have guns as well then?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's why they did the melee. That's why they put it into third person. So if you did a melee attack, you can actually see it properly how you did it. Because he would do all these sort of jiu-jitsu moves. And
at the end, I think you eventually, if you played enough, you would eventually unlock Raiden.
That's right, yeah.
We mentioned that as well.
Wow. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing game. Very underrated.
Raiden, yeah. It's not the normal Raiden. It'll be like the guy, he's got the triangle hat.
Oh,
yeah. No, he's thinking Metal Gear.
Not that Raiden. No, not the long hair one.
I was just making sure.
But this is the first Unreal to have a story, wasn't it?
Yes, because this is the first one to be released by Midway, and Midway were the guys that obviously did Mortal Kombat, hence why Raiden's in it.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
Exactly.
So yeah, it was just, it's a franchise. I'm kind of gutted because I didn't mention it on the remake episode that we did. Unreal Tournament needs to come back. Absolutely needs to come back.
Please.
When they released Unreal 3 for PS3 and 360, it was a cracking game, but no one just played it. I remember going online with it, and it was dead. I could barely matchmake with anyone on that game.
Right. Yeah.
Was that the big sort of bulky?
It was a Gears of War look to it. Yeah. You had the same sniper.
I was hyped up for that.
Yes, right, exactly. Yeah, and it was such a shame because when Cliff Bleszinski left Gears, the rumor was he was going to bring back Unreal Tournament, but instead he did a PS4 exclusive called Lawbreakers. Don't know if you ever heard of it.
Lawbreakers.
So Lawbreakers is another.
Sounds like a lawyer.
It's pretty much the same as
Unreal,
okay. But completely different. It does look phenomenal. If you ever look it up on the videos on YouTube, watch it. It's really good. But it came out at the same time as Overwatch. So again, no one played Lawbreakers because again, PS4 exclusive, not crossplay. And then you had Overwatch. I mean, how are you going to compete with that at the end of the day? Yeah. So I don't think Unreal will ever come back. If not by the original creator anyway. It is a damn shame because Unreal Tournament, you're my witness, Kurd. You played it. It's fucking awesome.
I've mentioned that game time and time again. That game was amazing. It was just, they just took online multiplayer to the next level.
Definitely. Even like the weapons, how genius the weapons were.
That competed with Halo at the time.
I think it got released near enough at the same time.
I remember,
so Halo 2 was out. Okay. I think it was out after? No.
Oh, it was Halo 2 at the time.
Halo 2 was out the year before.
Kind of went head to head at one point, I remember.
I think that's why we didn't play Halo 2 as much. And that's why we played Unreal more than we did to Halo. Oh man, so many memories.
Memories, right?
And Unreal Championship 2 was a Xbox exclusive as well. So that's probably why it didn't get enough players at the time, which was a shame. But then, there you go. That's my number 2.
Such a good choice.
My number 2 is...
Number dos. Uno, dos. 2 in Spanish.
Okay.
Is it?
Completely different. And again, this is one quite recent, and I've played a lot of it as well. Sea of Thieves.
Oh,
what?
Wow.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Have you not played that?
I didn't know he played it.
He did.
Wow.
Again, not as much as Little G.
Did you not tell me because you thought I'd rip the piss out of you?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I know you don't like it. Like, pirates.
Shiver me. No, there's a few guys who have come on the show that are big fans of Sea of Thieves. I've never really got into it personally, but
I liked it because again, it was a massive multiplayer game, but I like the element of like, here's our game. Just play it. It doesn't tell you anything.
Oh, serious?
It literally doesn't tell you anything.
Go out, sail the seas.
There's like mysteries in there. But I gotta say before, like it's a massive grind. It is a huge grind because the leveling up is a bit weird. It's not leveling up, but
experience points.
Yeah, experience points, and you earn used to get gears and stuff. Okay, it's not. That was a bit. They kind of lost me at that.
It's basically a pirate game.
So you get
what it is. Yeah,
I think it's party of 2. You get like in a small boat.
Right.
Party of
4 is galleon.
Galleon, and then the party of
big boat.
The big one. That's only 2, isn't it? Yeah.
Galleon.
And it's just
Why are you looking at me like that?
I know he's gonna rip this shit.
I'm not going to say anything. It's your choice, dude.
I love the.
I'm not
the
ripping
whole
into it
sort
like
of-
you don't rip into mine. So
I love the whole art design in it, and it's just like it's very like cartoony, very Zelda, Wind Waker.
Zelda-esque.
So I knew you were going to say that.
And I just love it, man. I just go around, just us lot, just going around, just other ships having battles.
Yeah,
Jumping
man, they
in
get
the ship,
intense though.
yeah.
We were battling other
Oh,
ships.
man.
They would just come up from
Really?
nowhere, and you just see them in distance. And you're like,
Yeah.
you got all this treasure on you that you've collected, and if they blow you up, they'll be able to take it.
Yeah, and then you got to run around and fix the shit. We got to play it. I don't know E1, but you'll love it. You'll
It's on the
appreciate
Game
it.
Pass. I've
Yeah.
always
It's
been meaning
huge,
to
and
play
they've
that,
had a
but-
massive.
everything's on the Game Pass. It's
And
amazing.
that's actually crossplay with the PC, so
Yeah.
John can actually play it as well.
No, honestly, you guys would love it. Like,
Don't tell him that, please.
there's little things like you got like get these capture snakes, and like every island have these like sort of these vendors, and you got to take it to them, and that's how you essentially kind of level up.
Yeah,
They give you like sort of like missions to do, isn't it? Like
fetch me this.
Like,
I
remember
think it's
the-
like 3 factions that you have. So if you give the witch lady the skulls,
that's it. Yeah,
I think the boat guy on the boat, he takes in the treasure.
that's it. And
And
what was the one?
there's one more.
The bananas and the snake. Remember we had an issue with the snake and
he
the
kept-
chicken, and he kept eating the.
It kept eating the chicken.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's one of those things. We were like, "What's going on?" It doesn't explain anything. There's no like, this is what you need to do. This is what you did. Well, it's just like,
go out
And there's a certain, like a particular type of chest that you can pick up. It was kind of rare.
Yeah.
It was basically like a crying chest.
Yeah.
So the longer you have it on your boat, the more your boat will fill with water.
So you got
So you got to go underneath that,
Oh my god!
like underneath the hole, and
Yeah.
get your bucket out,
And
take
just-
the water and throw it out, chuck it out.
Wow.
And then
yeah.
Okay.
I think like after a couple of months, they added the raid element into it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's where basically it's like a skull. Like in the map, there like be like different. It's like it always changes when you load it up, and certain time it will like shine this skull above this island, and that's where this raid takes place. So everyone will go to it, like not just you. Like everyone in that map will go to it.
So it's like a mini horde
Yeah.
mode that happens on that
Yeah.
map.
So you're it's like thrilling because so say there's like 4 or 5 people on that map. So 2 people be like, nah, screw it, we're not going to go for it. 3 people will go to the island. So you essentially have someone on the so you docked up.
Yeah.
So one person has to secure the boat. Other people have to do the horde mode. So essentially, like these skeletons keep coming and coming, like a little mini horde mode. So you got guns and you got these swords, right? And then essentially beat the horde and get these massive like treasures. So, but how do you do it? You got like other ships, like other groups of people trying to do it as
also
well.
going for it. Yeah.
So how do you do it? So you have to work together. So one person on the ship, why are you having a battle? One person will be like doing the horde. Oh, it's mental. It is so much fun. But again, it's one of those games like I wouldn't normally like, but because I played it with these guys and other people, it was so good. That raid element just changed it. And again, it's just like simple mechanics. Like it's not like like complicating things.
You got pistol and a knife.
Pistol and a knife.
A machete thing.
Okay.
And then they got these skulls that you have to collect. There's rare items you hand in. But again, it lost me because it was so hard to grind. Little G played it so long, and it took him like so long to like level up or whatever.
He's like the master grinder, isn't he?
Yeah, man. Dude, honestly, I know
That's for another episode.
you should give it a try, man. It's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you play it with us,
Sorry, but that or Fallout 76. I'd rather spend my time on 76 personally.
yeah,
Or Warzone.
Or Warzone, yeah. I might actually play a Call of Duty since Call of Duty 3. But make sure I turn my mic off.
And again, it like
That's
from the
cool.
get go, the game does not tell you anything.
Seriously.
Like even those like puzzle solving on the islands.
Yep.
Was it the little? You get treasure maps as well.
Yeah, you got treasure maps.
And then, mate, you have to find the.
But you find one treasure map on one island, and
Yeah.
you have to make sure you have to go to the correct island that it corresponds to.
Yeah, there's like different like 7 or 8 other islands. You have to find it. And
You see the dotted line and there's an
Yeah.
X and you got to go there
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's
Wow.
Get your shovel out.
Okay.
And then obviously you probably you have to decide. Okay, we got one treasure here.
Yeah.
Should we go out and get more?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
or Because essentially you can run into other people and they'll be like, okay, we're going to shoot them down. You might run into a galleon.
It's the strategy, right?
A bigger, like you might have this 2-man boat.
Yeah.
The other guys will be a 5-man boat, and then
no chance.
What are you going to do? It's so much fun.
That just sounds fun. It's like something you play with friends.
Yeah,
and you really enjoy.
We have to play that. I feel like going back to it.
Going back to that again, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, cool.
Like it. Okay, so my number 2 is, again, like cliche of all cliches. And personally for me, it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Is it number 4? Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare? The one that came out in 2007.
The green one.
The green one. That's it.
That's what you had to say. People were like, Modern Warfare 4.
Yeah,
the one with Shipment.
Yeah, exactly. With Shipment. Exactly. The one that started the whole Shipment craze. So people who know Shipment, you know that level, you know what we're talking about. Yeah, so for me, that's the first game that I literally gave my life to, when it first came out. And that was when it first started off the craze. So when I got a PlayStation 3 for Christmas, and I asked my brother, what games do you want to get with it? And he's like, yeah, you have to get Modern Warfare, stuff. And I was thinking, why? This is so lame. It's just every other shooter. He's like, no, mate, get this. And he gave me that look. And I knew that when he gave me that look, there's something serious about this game. Exactly. The way that he said it. And I played it.
Can you do the look?
He's like... It's like, really? Yeah, I wish you could see this. Yeah, but there's something that was the first game where you are leveling up, had that XP thing. I think that was one of the first games that kind of introduced it, So again, it was just addictive. It was just, for me, my kind of game, like a Modern Warfare game, and you're playing these levels and your characters XPing, and as you're XPing, you're unlocking new weapons. That's what kind of attracts you to the game. You don't just get all the weapons all out. You've got to level up, and then when you reach level 45, which is 5 levels from the end, you get the AK-47, and that's the best weapon. So it kind of gives you reasons to kind of play it and prestige it. And the amount of hours spent on that, and I just know that every other person that I knew at the time, back in 2007, everyone was playing. I was in my first year at uni, and I can hear walking past, going to my room, I can hear other dorms, and you can hear them go, oh, all this. You just know they're playing Call of Duty from the sound of it. That's how you know this was. Yeah, everyone was on it, and it was, this is what started the crazy Call of Duty, So all those kids, millennials who were born in the year 2000, who, teenagers now, I'm telling you, the OG was that Modern Warfare 2007. That's what started it. And I think all of us had a go on that and stuff. And did you play it, the green one?
Yes, the last one I played was Modern Warfare 2 was the last one I played.
Okay. Yep.
I did do the online for a bit, but then I was literally respawning and I got shot from a sniper 15 yards away, and I just thought, you know what, what's the point? Because 9-year-old, 10-year-olds had learnt those maps, knew where to hide, knew where to get a sniper, and just be like, you know what, he's going to respawn there, and that's it. And I can't play those sort of games because it's cheating. Sure.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, how am I supposed to get a chance to actually do anything if I'm just going to get shot as soon as I respawn?
Yeah.
And it kind of put me down playing Call of Duty Online.
Yeah, right.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely.
I followed the stories. I played the campaigns. No issue with the campaigns. They are fucking awesome. Don't get me wrong. But
epic.
When it comes to online, I just can't do them anymore.
No, I don't blame you. Yeah, I know so many people who have kind of said the same thing. That's a common thing.
I think your friends in Germany are going to feel betrayed.
They're going to be like, bastard. Actually, I'm
going to lose listeners now.
Yeah, the analytics 3%, 0. It's gone.
Yeah. Germany's gone from 3% to 0.
Yeah, so
I love you, German listeners. Please don't go.
Please come back.
But no, isn't that the one when it's in Chernobyl as well?
Yeah, that's the one with the campaign level in that as well. And they also had a multiplayer level based on that as well, which was absolutely
Is that when
this time coming like a go?
Yeah, but I don't know. Did you guys think when in general? I think when most people think of online multiplayers, I mean this generation, they would think of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That'd definitely be
100%.
When you say online, that's what I think of. That Battlefield, Fortnite.
Exactly. Yeah,
but main thing comes to Call of Duty.
Call of Duty,
definally. Yeah, that's
the OG of online games.
The OG, definitely. Yeah, great.
2 OG though.
2 OG.
2 OG for you.
Yeah, but that's my number 2.
Nice.
Yes.
Down to the final one, so your number one.
Number 1.
All right. Number 1 is Halo 3.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
What was that? That's That's my number one.
He doesn't like that one. He likes
Okay.
Yeah, I
he
know.
likes Halo
But
2.
for me, that's the one we started on. So
nice.
No, that's fair.
That's our
it's your
point of
list, dude.
reference.
That's your list.
I feel like I'm being judged.
Halo
Well, yeah,
3.
anyway.
No judgments here on this podcast, unless it's Sea of Thieves. What a loser!
Hey, I like
No, I'm
that.
only joking.
I
It's
love
your
that
list,
game
dude.
as
It's your list.
Yeah.
Anyway, why Halo 3, Sarah?
Halo
Explain.
3, it was one of the first games where we actually stayed all night to play. Through the night, yeah. Simply because I think at the time it was one of the only ones that did rank progression properly. They did matchmaking properly. Like you had certain skill levels as you're playing. I think the max skill level was up to 50, and me and Little G would end up getting to about 42. And at this point, we were literally playing people of our own skill levels.
So like you were in the top, what, 100s or?
No, I wouldn't say that. That would be like towards like skill level 50.
All right. Okay.
42 is about, I'll say.
Because it literally would say where you were, weren't you, in the world, weren't you? Is that one? Or am I thinking of something else?
I think that was a different one.
Oh, is that
yeah,
okay?
so skill level was different. So,
okay.
yeah, so Little G will get a lot more competitive than me, as you guys will know. I think he must have reached like level 44.
I
skill
remember
level.
like he wouldn't play it for a week, and his skill level
it
would
did-
drop,
it
and
did
he'd be like,
grow,
"Oh my
yeah.
god, I need to get back out." It was like,
Yeah, it was just, oh man, it was amazing. I can't, because you had on top of the skill level, you had like ranks and stuff. So you start off with this private, and then you'll go. The last one will eventually be general. Well, and then on each of the ranks, you have like one. So like private 1 and private 5. And as I was saying, you're private 2, and you'll get to like brigadier, lieutenant, and general. And then to get to like level 5, you need to have a certain skill level at a certain point. If you don't, you won't be able to get to general 5. That kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's just Halo 3 online, man. This
Your
one
baby,
of
yeah?
Amazing.
my baby.
And it was the
baby
first
heart.
Halo you ever played.
Yeah.
So when you played the
Wow.
campaign, did you find it weird at all? I mean, because you obviously hadn't followed the first 2, you didn't know what was going on, or
It felt like it was a normal game to us, like
okay,
because man,
just a man falling from the sky. Why?
why not? We never questioned it.
It's Master Chief, man.
It's just Master Chief.
Chief,
Yeah.
He falls from the sky. What?
Hey, you can do that. He doesn't know all the games. Yeah,
I never thought. Wait, why is he?
Yeah,
All right,
we never
okay.
questioned. Oh, it's just the
You
man.
never
from-
questioned it.
Yeah.
So he's Master Chief.
Yeah, no. Thinking back to it now, because it all like links back to Cortana and whatnot.
Yeah, because
We
we
played
redone it again. Now it makes sense.
Now it
Yeah.
makes sense. And well, it was the first time. Well, we like first encountered the flood as well, and it was just like, what the fuck? And the Covenant.
See, it's a shame because I wish you guys had experienced them from the first game.
Yeah, I know.
'Cause this
So
is-
when that cinematic came on, it was like something out of Alien movie, and
It just-
it's like, holy crap, this is what? This is it was awesome.
Because is it number 2 or is it number 1?
Number one, they
Number
were
1,
showing.
yeah, and it was
Because
just like,
when we got the original X, but it was kind of near the end. Obviously, Halo was like the main baby when it came out. Wasn't it?
Yeah, so
we
we-
got it near the end, and I think at the time it was some other games we could play. I can't remember.
and a Perfect Dark Zero. No, is that?
No, that was
that
the
Xbox 360?
That's 360.
64, isn't it?
Perfect Dark came out on the 64,
Yes,
but then
yes.
Perfect Dark Zero
That's
was.
it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that great. Apparently. I never played it, but there was other games that came out near the end. And
Well, going back
Wow.
to the Halo 3 online, it was just, you had Team Deathmatch, Oddball. Or Oddball is like you got to carry the skull around. It's basically capture the flag, but you got to hold the ball for as long as you can.
so you did
And
the
the one-
skulls in that as well, yeah.
Guys, I got the skull. You guys-
Yeah, spoiler alert, you got the skull.
oh yeah, well that's my number 1.
Nice.
Wow.
I knew that was going to be there.
Yeah, all time favorite.
Did you?
I'd say
Really?
They love that game, man. I'm telling you,
Oh.
hours upon
their
hours.
baby.
Just
Really?
shame it was 3. I'm only joking. Three's good. But we'll go into my reason for that in another episode. We're running out of time. Right, so my number 1 for anyone who knows me is obviously going to be
Oh, I knew it. Oh, Gears.
Oh, yeah.
if anyone knows me is I'm a huge fan of Gears, and Gears 2 is my be all end all online multiplayer game
Wait.
because number 2 introduced that mode, which was
Horde
Horde
mode.
mode.
Horde mode, exactly.
Yeah,
So
nice.
just a bit of history with Gears 2 very quickly because we're running out of time here. So when Gears 2 came out, I was the first one in line, midnight, took 2 weeks off work to play this game,
No way.
and then, was into Team Deathmatch and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, Horde mode, what's this? Let me try this out. new take on everything. It's obviously all team based now, 50 waves, constant people coming at you. And as I played more and more of it, so this came out in November of 2008. As I carried on playing with it, 2009 released something that was revolutionary and still people use to this day, and that is DLC.
Oh, wow. That was the first.
Yeah, Gears 2 was one of the first to use DLC. And what they did was they first released a deleted scene, which was something that was taken out of the campaign mode. So it was an extra scene taken out of the campaign, which they added into it. And then they added extra maps to Horde mode. And they were friggin' awesome. Wow. Okay. Gears 2 isn't the best version of Horde mode, but it's the game that stole my life in 2009, right? So hear me out. So as I'm still playing this in the summer of 2009, this is when the DLC came out, my wife took me to New York City. Oh. We went there for my birthday. So we went on the Thursday to the Sunday. Yeah. What was on my mind all through that holiday? Horde mode, right? Wow. And at the same time, right, so again, long story short, we was in New York and Batman Arkham Asylum had just come out. The new best Batman game that had come out in ages, okay? And I went to Toys R Us, found out 360 games are region free, so went and bought this big box set of Batman. It came with a boom, Batarang, everything, books, comics, everything. Took it home. Did I play it when I got home? No. I went straight back on Horde mode because even more DLC came out, and I was just absolutely hooked. And that goes back to my question about, has a game stopped you from playing another game? And obviously Gears of War 2 was that game that did it for me. I didn't play Arkham City till nearly a year later, or Arkham Asylum till nearly a year later.
That was an awesome game as well.
It's a freaking awesome game, but I missed out on it. Everyone was like, have you beaten it yet? And I'm like, I haven't even opened it yet. Just let alone... It was literally just displaying in my house at the time.
You still got it?
No, got rid of that years ago. I don't think I broke. No, I did, obviously. But yeah, so short but sweet, Gears 2. Amazing.
Nice, man, amazing.
It was amazing.
Good choice.
Thought number 1 would have done it, but...
No, number 2. If number 1 had Horde, possibly, but 2 was the one introduced it. Gears 3 has the best Horde mode, still to this day, in my opinion. But Gears 2 was the one that just had me hooked, dude. I was literally... Yeah. I was locked in that room for months. Only when I had to go to work.
Right, my one.
You could say it was my World of Warcraft.
It's the one of the best sort of Horde experience I've ever had in
yours.
Yeah, the one you've.
Oh, sorry, no, I thought you.
I think Gears 3 and 4 were my favourites.
3 and 4 are good.
Well, really my favourites, and then I don't like the other ones after. So. But for my first one is very quite new, and we've all played it. I would say Gears, but the reason I don't put Gears in because again, obviously my list
because you knew I was going to put it number 1. That's why.
that, and also I was a bit like, well, you did say online. I thought you had to be online. Already had other choices were a bit different, so I went with this one, and I think you guys were World War Z. Is my
number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, I was all over that, man.
Sweet.
So
I'm surprised it's not in your list.
I was going to say,
is it in your list?
It was, and then
it's not your number 1.
Didn't make it.
No,
so I'll do it short but sweet. But it's basically essentially Horde mode again. You're up against based on the film World War Z.
Yep.
And you're just playing through levels, a bit like Left 4 Dead. But
very Left 4 Dead, isn't it?
But this is Horde, like, as in you've never seen it before. Like they climb, they're all over. Like you can literally see them in that end of the screen, and they're just running at you. Not scary, but it was just a lot of fun, just playing like with 4 players, and you're just like leveling up, grinding away, and it was just badass.
You know they got prestige in that as well, yeah?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We didn't find out. They actually do, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But again, it's the one where like it wasn't as competitive as Call of Duty.
Yeah.
More when I can like play. It's like third person, but it was like,
But then this prestige is different. Your skills get better and better with each prestige.
Each prestige, that's what it does,
Yeah, that's smart.
And then you can power up the weapons you do in each class. Yeah, it's very like done differently, but as you've all played it.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, like we were saying, I think we also on the horror games episode we were saying as well. Like we were all queuing up, and then with the sound, how amazing! You can hear this rumble in the distance, and you hear this screeching, and then you look, and you know it's coming. And
it's definitely one for the headset, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So
Oh, what a good choice!
Wow, nice.
I'm surprised. I honestly thought it was Left 4 Dead.
Yeah.
No, I was contemplating.
And you're going to put Left 4 Dead in your
thing is that is.
I honestly was, but then I remembered about Unreal Tournament.
It was in my list, but then I was like, for me, that's more of like a classic, and it will be in my top 10. But I've just, if I was to go back, I think I could still play Left 4 Dead, but I think I should World War Z.
I'll tell you what, when that new update comes out, it's probably going to go back on the list. It's going to go back on the list. I'm telling you,
we're going to all do that.
They actually redone it fully, or is it like
World War Z? Or?
Yeah, no, Left 4 Dead, the update you showed.
Yeah, I can't believe it. When you
the one you
that.
put up yesterday.
Yeah, it's happening. But the thing is, it's PC only at the moment.
Oh, what?
So yeah.
Okay. Oh yes, yeah.
Oh,
You
wow.
said.
Damn it. Okay.
Yeah, fucking John. So
Go.
down to the last man,
God,
the last one.
man. What's it going to be?
No pressure now. This better be a good one.
Honestly, it's not that climactic. But for me,
Fucking hell, we should have picked you first.
Sorry.
but no, it's for me, it's a personal favorite online game of mine. Some of you know who it is, and also those who know me, who listen to this, know that it's a no-brainer. But it has to be GTA Online.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's back, guys. So yeah,
Definitely. And I think again, like a game that I got from day one, and we played the online, and again, me and my friends were just so hooked on this, so we played it. And what I love about this game is that over the years, I'm still playing it now, 7 years on, right? Like seriously,
Yeah, shit, it's as well,
think
isn't
about
it?
it, yeah. Like an online game to last like this, to last that long,
And
to go
GTA
onto
as
it.
well.
many
Like,
people
no.
still
Yeah.
playing that game.
And it's the
you know
same.
that.
I think so. And I think it's the first game that's continued on to. It's shared between 3 generations. It started on the PS3, Xbox 360.
Shit.
Then it went to next generation, and now it's been announced for the PS5 and
PS5,
Xbox.
yeah.
360.
No, it's been
I
on
love that because everyone thought that when Rockstar come up, everyone thought it was going to be 6.
Are you sure PS3?
Yes, it was. Yep.
Yep,
Totally was.
Yeah, because I remember
Because
I sold
it
that
came out
earlier.
2013, September 2013, but in
Yes.
November of that year, the PS4 and the Xbox
that's
One
right.
came out of November.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's seriously like what I love about Rockstar is like the character. If you started from day one, your character progresses. Like I remember my character was just poor. He was this like ghetto gangster, a bit like Narish, just wearing like. Oh no!
You had to boy him on a
He's wearing,
gangster thing, yeah.
He's wearing his, what you like, tops and like whatever, like the baggy jeans and everything.
But your character look
And-
like you, dude.
Yeah,
Like, I
my
remember
character,
playing
red
it.
checker shirt, innit?
I promise you, I will send a picture. If there's any way like the viewers can see that, whatever.
Yeah,
proper
send me a
looked like
picture
I'll send
so
you a
I can tag it onto this episode when it posts.
Yes,
please.
100%. I'm going to do that. And because the Rockstar had like a selfie thing where you can take pictures or whatever. But yeah, as your character progresses and you level up, you become richer as a character and you can afford more, like better cars, and and then you start buying your own houses, and with every update they announce new things. But I think the one thing that kind of got a lot of people together, again talking about team play, was the heists. And I tell you something, it was literally just doing these heists and just working as a team and just doing this. It was just one of the best, most funnest experiences ever. It's like, and then, when it comes to the planning stage and you decide how much money you're going to take away, and this is a lot of money, like in-game money, so when you win it, if you complete a heist properly, you've got enough to buy yourself like a really nice sports car or like a jet or a helicopter or whatever,
Or the DeLorean.
or the DeLorean.
Yes,
DeLorean
I was about to say when the DeLorean comes into it.
Yeah, that's brilliant because that
So I had to
came
say
in.
it.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was
It was
bad.
such a cool addition.
Such
man.
an
You
amazing
would have that
addition.
car in anything, wouldn't you? Really, wouldn't you? It's such a badass car.
Yeah, well, you can't lose. It's got rockets.
It's
as well.
like, see if Thieves
Just
put a
fly
DeLorean
off
in,
as
I'll
well.
play it.
Yeah,
What a smart addition, man.
absolutely amazing. Yeah, but the thing is, there's so many things you can do. You can dress up your characters, and just little things like even in your house, you can just sit in your house and watch TV. And they had like curated television shows and everything. It was just so much to it. The soundtrack was amazing, with real world music, and there's a lot of like new artists I've discovered through playing GTA Online actually. And I actually follow, and I've been to a few of their
soundtracks are good.
gigs like in real life, and even like people who listen to like rap music, like Kendrick Lamar kind of showed his in this game, and that's how he became famous, and now he's like synonymous as one of the best rappers in the world, and other artists as well. And then you have like even a radio station that has all the old school hits,
Radio Star, radio. Remember that? Oh, number
yeah,
three.
that's from the that's from the previous
That's some
GTA and
wacky
stuff.
I don't think
Their
the
radio
next-
shows on those games have always had a decent soundtrack.
Absolutely,
Well, every time,
Oh,
no guarantee.
I'm telling you, and it's
That was like one of the unique things they ever done.
So I remember the
Yes.
trailer for GTA 5 and it had like a Stevie Wonder track in the background. I was like, holy crap, I forgot about this song.
Yeah,
This is
that's
bad,
right.
our song.
Exactly. Yeah, all these are old school tracks that you'd forget, like, and then they kind of revived it. I mean, that was just a small part of the thing. But yeah, I remember like even back in the day, like when I used to do like half day shifts where it was one place I was working at where I'd work from 2 o'clock to 7 p.m. and in the morning I'd just play like GTA every single day and like, just earn all this money and enough to kind of like,
see if my bitches have earned me some money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And then recently just like, I
not Western Legends when you pay your hose.
Yeah, I recently bought like a cocaine, like like a building and like a cocaine
serious
farm. Yeah, like in the game, seriously. And I took a picture and sent it to you guys, and that's what you guys saw. Nice. So it's amazing. You can even like build like a drug empire.
Please have your character outside that building and send me a picture.
Yeah, please, 100%. Oh. Yeah, but it's like, so, you kind of look back and like, I used to take these silly photos and stuff. And like, even with my friends, I used to play online and take selfies. And when you look back, it's really emotional because it's like, whoa, this was me playing the game 7 years ago. I remember what I was doing on that day and stuff like that. It's really like, it's like looking for a photo album. But when you think about the journey that this game has transcended over 3 generations of consoles, I mean, what? Like, I think the guys at Rockstar never expected this. They were like, oh shit, maybe we should hold back on GTA 6 because we're making a shitload of money on this.
That's right.
Exactly.
And we even got Nash in on the game. Actually, had like our own motorcycle gang.
Oh
we all wore that
black jacket. Dude, he would always bust out this leather suit.
Yeah,
leather jacket, white shirt. And his character for some reason was white. I always ask him, why are you white? Like, why don't you create your character as how you are, innit? Like,
a real character.
But he was like, and I was like,
there's your answer.
And I was like,
he's always wanted to be white.
He tried to imitate his character, like from Jack from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah. I was thinking, and
he was he's just a loser.
He freaking loves that show, doesn't he? Yeah.
Oh God,
and to this world, motorbikes. Hey.
So good, yeah. But that is GTA in a nutshell. I think even just people listening to this will be like, definitely GTA. I remember there's times when even like I remember walking through like Croydon, and I remember one time I would like look through the window when I'd finished work, and this one guy, every time I was walking past to the bus stop, I'd look through the window and he'd be playing GTA, and it would be his routine. Like he'd come home from work and he'd be playing GTA. I mean, he's one of the, you've seen those neighbors who keep their windows open. There's no curtains. They don't mind you looking into their room. Weirdos. But
until they watch porn in the curtains,
and magically the curtains will appear. It's just like it's had its own thing. And there's a really interesting video on YouTube. There's a clan of people, like real life people, and they kind of real life people who actually have like a group online, and they all meet together, and like they have like annual parties. Everyone comes to their house. These are real world players, and like again, it's talking about this magic of online, how people meet. And they,
it's crazy. I can't believe it's still going today.
Yeah,
crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Good shout,
that's
man.
it. But yeah, that's my number 1.
That's pretty good list, guys. No one actually clashed on these lists for once. How good is that?
Yes, wow,
how good is that?
So good.
And we didn't even plan this ahead either, guys. Right, so we're literally strapped for time, so we're going to say goodbye now. But before we do that, I just want to say again one more time to our listeners, thank you so much for your support and hitting that play button, listen to us ramble for 3 hours, especially ripping the piss out of John and Nash. So thank you. Please keep listening. Yes. And again, thank you to everyone that comes on the show and helps out with the M.T.V.B podcast. Because without you guys, there are no episodes. There is no M.T.V.B. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So yeah,
cheers,
if you enjoyed what you listened to, what you just heard, follow us on Facebook, which is the M.T.V.B podcast, or on Instagram at M.T.V.B podcast. Subscribe to be notified when future episodes are available. And this is Atman, Big G, Gokul, Kurge signing off.
Peace.
See you guys.
Out.
Peace.
Season 2, baby.
Season 2.
Season 2. Oh yeah.